dick.
We're live.
Hello.
I hope that was caught.
Welcome to Under the Bridge.
Sorry.
We are playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Actually, we're playing old school adventures converted to 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons and set in the homebrew world of Endera. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Yes.
Hi, I'm Ava. I play Junko, the ASMR rogue.
Hey, she did it right.
Stop
Hi,
lying.
I'm Lizzie Myth. I play Medora, the human pirate bard.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I play Ithri, who is a dwarven barbarian. And Q.
That's me. I'm Q. I play Cora. She's an ASMR monk.
Okay. I'm Saraha. I'm happy to be back, and I'm playing Nova, the Kalashar Druid.
And I'm Askell Archer. I'm the DM. I play everything else. And you, chat, you get to play in this game too by spending your gold pieces to purchase chat's blessings, which go in a little pool in the lower right corner of our overlay. And our players can spend those to give plus or -1 to any d20 roll per point that is blessing that they spend. And that can be used to do things such as make really high wisdom characters fail saves against charm, as an example. I don't have any other examples.
Can I just say the pool is very dry right now?
We are blessed poor. It's fine.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Maybe now
mean-
things will actually go the way I want them to.
I slightly used lots of them to bring back someone's brother.
To be fair, they were well spent.
They were well spent. That's true. That is very true. But that was chat. So thank you, chat. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get this whole thing started.
What?
We're back.
All right.
No, I wasn't serious.
Too late. No take backsies.
That was quick.
Oh, look what you've done.
Gotta go.
So-
Gotta go.
Last time, our party of heroes, the Valkyrie, have been attempting to take down the elemental forces within the Temple of Elemental Sin, an old temple on the rise once more with dark, demonic intentions. You have already incapacitated 3 of the 4. That's a little loud. 3 of the 4 elemental priests. Last week, you found the 4th. After a surprisingly difficult time tracking him down, in spite of knowing precisely where he was. By the way, instead of the secret door, you were meant to go through a door, fight your way through like 30 guys, and then get to him, only to find that he had run out the secret door and was gone. So thanks for that. On finding him, you convinced him to leave his forces, paranoid as he was. He believed that they were looking to betray him. He led you to the Earth Temple itself, where 4 enormous Earth elementals patrolled in the dirt-laden floor. A fight broke out. Unfortunately, you found out very quickly it wasn't one of those fights you could probably win. After some quick thinking, you were able to both incapacitate Romag, the Earth Priest, and convince his elementals he wanted them to stand down, which they did. You took the unconscious Romag, now missing his left arm, well, up to the elbow, I think. Sure. You dragged his unconscious butt up the stairs and eventually made your way out into the clean air. Well, the haunted clean air outside the temple and the temple grounds. And that is where we're going to pick up. So, Valkyrie, what would you like to do?
I've got
Aye.
a Romag on a shoulder.
He's unconscious.
He is unconscious. For now.
I
We need
was
to
Nova
go-
looking.
Say
I'm
again?
holding someone's severed arm, so kind of grossed out right now, to be honest with you.
Do you want me to carry that for you?
Ugh. I'm just gonna like light it on fire and toss it.
You could have hit him with it.
Oh, what do you mean?
Power move.
Oh, I don't want to carry around a severed limb. Power move. Ah, yes, the classic power move, hitting someone with their own severed arm.
It comes just above hitting someone in the face.
I've
with
done
a
it in a
fish.
game before.
Of course you have.
It was an
I'm gonna
evil
I'm gonna
character.
make a monk that just collects other people's limbs and then just hits them with it.
Oh, it's very effective.
Take like weapon
That's
focus hands.
disgusting.
Stop hitting yourself.
That's
Derailed
literally
in
what I-
5 minutes.
Literally what I said too when I did it.
Of course.
Okay. We need to find somewhere to. I have an idea,
Okay,
though.
that's good.
He doesn't know that I'm allied with you, and therefore the charm person is working very effectively. I think you should pretend like you have captured me as well. We're both prisoners, then I can get information out of him with the charm person active.
Okay, I can do that, and I'm gonna get out a rope.
I mean,
And,
like, once we get somewhere, we can, like, you can tie us both to a tree and then just, like, be a little ways off, and I can have a hushed
Like
conversation.
you mean like a branch with both your hands like this?
Sure, except, sure.
Junko smiles, but you can't see it.
Junko's getting far too into this.
Well,
That's
like
just my
they
idea.
only
Like,
have-
he already
okay, they
sees
both
me
only
as a
have-
friend because of charm person.
They both only
but-
have one arm, so they'd be stuck.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we'd be stuck together.
Yeah.
But if I'm not like held in the same situation as he is, and you guys are there, he's gonna. I mean, charm person or not, he's gonna be reluctant to share information if you're all standing there too, because he knows that you're his enemy.
I mean,
makes
you
sense.
you can start the conversation with, "They did that to you too."
I don't have. I mean, he sees me as a friend regardless, so that's fine.
Like-
But I'm just saying, if I don't look like I'm in the same situation he is, then he's going to not
I-
give away information because you're there listening
know,
to our conversation.
You've charmed him, but does he not remember you at all?
Well, I've already charmed him before he could figure out who I was, so
Does that make him not remember?
don't know. I mean, he regards me as a friend. Oops, I clicked the spell. My bad.
Are you casting it on me right now?
Nice flex.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. The Beyond
Charm.
20 button was in the way. I mean, he sees me as a friend already, so he might remember who I am, but because he regards me as a friend because of the magic. I mean, it's only last an hour, so we kind of have to go.
I mean,
That was just my idea, because if he's probably, charm person or not, going to give as much information
he might not.
if
even
you're all
wake up.
standing there with me.
He might not even wake up in the next hour, though. I mean, we can still do it. You just might need to.
I can
re-charm.
wake him up in the next hour. Just heal him a little bit.
Okay. Sure. Where are we doing this?
Somewhere we won't be bothered.
We can go a little in the forest and see like we're making
Yeah.
camp for the evening.
Nice.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
If you,
Haskell.
good question.
Ish.
It would be. You guys came here pretty early in the day, right? You didn't wait. So yeah, it
was
would be
morning,
like
yeah.
Lunchtime?
maybe noon. Yeah, about lunchtime.
So if you all, if we go into the forest, pretend like we're making camp, and then if you all want to keep an eye out on the perimeter, and I can pretend like I'm a prisoner with him,
Sure. Let's go.
get information. Do you have information you want me to ask? As we're walking.
No, I don't.
I
have
mean,
anything.
we need to know.
I mean, I've got questions already, but
Yeah?
I guess
yeah,
anything on Ayu's, the demon
Sure.
queen too.
Junko, are you pretty agile?
Yeah.
If we're tying him to a tree, do you want to shimmy up the tree and then you're right on hand that you could just sit above them, and if there's a problem, you can just drop down?
Oh, I
them?
planned that, don't I? Junko's. Oh, mask. Can't see. You just see her little eyelids, so kind of like do the eye smile.
Junko's having far too much fun right now. Cool.
Gonna ask
we
This
Let's
is
go.
go
her
and-
Medrat.
specialty, guys.
Alright. We go and find a camp, I guess. Or a place to
Yeah.
make a camp.
So you
Yeah.
are leaving the temple grounds?
Yeah.
Mhm.
yes.
Okay.
We're still stealthing, right?
That's up to you. Technically, you guys haven't
Put up.
put out that pass without trace spell yet, so
Well,
If
Well,
it's
you
a
also haven't-
concentration. So
charm person isn't a concentration though.
no,
Mhm.
it isn't.
nope.
It just lasts an hour.
So one and done.
Shit. Okay, never mind. I don't know my druid spells anymore, or my
Yeah.
spells.
Let's like 20 minutes into the woods or something. How long has it taken us to get from when he passed out? How long has it been?
10 minutes to
Okay.
get out, I would say, assuming you guys were being careful.
So if we do
Yeah, and the way was lit, so it wouldn't have.
20 minutes into the woods and then we've got half
That
an hour
leaves me
to
with
play
30 minutes
Yeah.
to.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Let's go. We spend 20
Okay,
minutes.
Nova, give me your hand.
Okay, can we wait till we get into the woods before we tie me up?
I thought we were already gonna
Okay.
be there.
Jungle.
You know.
No, it. So you guys make your way out of the temple ruins into the blighted, twisted jungle surrounding it. Now, unless you guys want to go significantly further, you're probably going to be in the blighted jungle.
No, that's
Uh,
fine.
You make your way out,
Um,
feeling the tension, the quiet out here, away from the road, away from the ruined walls of that horrid place. You see cobwebs and hideous nine-legged spiders climbing between branches here and there. Looking at the trees, you can see that they ooze this thick, dark red sap in places, almost like they're weeping or bleeding, or both. You see the
Can I collect
skeletons
some
of
of that?
animals. You can. Yeah.
Bea is showing.
Sorry.
Bless.
Sorry.
But you find a little hollow in a massive rotted tree. It's secluded, private, aside from like the little spiders and insects that cling to the inside of the tree, and aside from a general feeling of unease that saturates this entire place. Boy, howdy, do they need some druids here. It's private, hidden. Spacious.
So pick a spot to tie us together, and then you all pick a spot to hold the perimeter or have camp or whatever.
Okay.
Nova, I'm going to need your shoes. I start stripping his shoes off and his holy symbol and everything that's...
And you're
fine, and I'll hand
smoking-
my weapon over too.
And I look at her pouch and I'm like, that too. You're a caster. We're not dumb. Come on.
All right, leave me with a couple things I can hold in my hand, though.
Can you wild shape without?
Yes.
Is there anything you need specifically?
Okay,
Take them
here.
out and we'll just take the rest of you.
You know what? No, actually. Take it. I'll hand over my component pouch too.
And I will put it on my side where, like, with like a little string, so she could get it easy later.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you're
guys can
still in
just
harmony.
hold on to my bags or whatever, so it doesn't look like I'm
Ithria will be
a
carrying that
fake
stuff.
president.
Can I also gather some of the bigger bones from around and put
Sure.
them near him to make it a bit more intimidating?
You actually find the skeleton of some massive lizard partially embedded into the ground, almost like the ground swallowed it up while just part of it was trying to reach out.
I tread very carefully around that, but if there are any bones, I can
It's like
sort
a
of...
sinkhole.
I don't go near the end that's in the floor. I go near the other end.
That's fine. It's kind of weird, though. The ground here is totally solid.
I mean,
Okay, I'll
I go back and
But you
he's an
find-
earth priest,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
Do
but
we
you
think
took all his
maybe he
stuff
should
off of
be
him.
in the air? Can we suspend him? Like, can he get any help from the earth if he's an earth priest? Does
My
anyone know how?
understanding is you kind of need a holy symbol to cast.
The holy symbol.
So if you
Well,
took all of his
components-
stuff or components, and if you took all of his stuff off of him, then he's going to be quite weak.
Ithri would have been very thorough. No weapons, no armor, no shoes, no.
Besides,
The-
he's
the
charmed
earth-
by me, so he's not going to attack me.
Yeah.
Unless one of you attacks him and breaks the charm.
If you want, go ahead and make a religion check.
Who?
Anyone want? Yeah. Mhm. Anyone curious about his spellcasting?
Do it.
17.
17.
23.
Nice.
23. Okay, both of you know that a cleric's holy symbol is required for spellcasting with material components. Any spell that does not require material components, he requires no holy symbol for. Now, any spell that has somatic components, though, still needs his hands free, which he doesn't have. If there's
Hand.
a spell that is just verbal, he could absolutely cast it.
Like healing word. That's a just verbal.
Or command.
But he's charmed by me currently.
Correct.
So he's not going to
Exactly.
be doing that.
Exactly.
Can we take high precaution then? And if he's an earth, the earth kind of seems like it's
keep-
been alive over there, and I really don't like this.
How about this? I'll keep a mind link active and E3 within sight. That way, if anything happens, that lasts for an hour.
Is there a grove in the tree above that I'll be tying them to that I can just kind of blend
Well,
in and sit in?
They're kind of inside the tree. Like this tree is
Oh, like
maybe
in-
30
inside
feet
it.
in diameter, and the inside has been rotted away into like it's hollow.
Oh, okay.
So you could absolutely climb up into the tree if you don't mind some bugs,
What kind of bugs?
spiders,
Are they big?
centipedes. Some the size of your hand. A couple beetles almost as large as your head.
I don't think I'll be on the outside of the tree.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe like 2 branches up, but it's not a really big deal. Although,
Okay.
like, if I could get my hand on like a beetle, I think that's good for like, making some dye.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, are we good?
Yeah.
Am I tied up? Are we good?
Yep.
Mhm.
You guys are hand in hand.
Okay. And
Yep.
you've said E3 is in eyesight, but far enough away that he probably isn't eavesdropping.
Ithri would be
Yeah.
like 70, but
Okay, so like
Oh, we'll make
outside
them
of this
back to back,
massive
too.
tree, maybe just like out in the grounds around this giant tree.
Can we make them back to back too, so he's not necessarily like looking at her?
I mean,
Sure.
you could smear mud on my face if that.
No. It's
Helps
more
you
so
feel
like
better.
I'm scared that he's gonna recognize you and be like, "Hey, did we cut off your arm?" Like, I just
But
don't
he's
want.
charmed
Hey.
right now, so even if he recognizes me, he regards me as
I'm
a
pretty
friend.
good at disguises, guys. Let's.
Yeah, I'm just taking extra.
I don't want to be a
precautions, Nova.
pirate.
Extra precautions, okay? Just,
You can have some faith in my spellcasting ability, guys. I
have
promise.
faith. It's just some of us will
He's
be
also
far
very
away.
resistant. Like if there is any problem, he is very hard to charm.
I know you're new, but I've charmed a person quite a few times at this point. It's worked fairly well. We've gotten a lot of good information.
Guys, don't worry. I have an idea, so he'll trust her no matter what. Plus the charm, it'll be good.
Um,
You
Midori.
gonna hit me?
What? No.
Oh, because I was gonna give you full permission to like, shut up,
Leave a
prisoner,
bruise?
punch me.
No, I don't think we need to go that far.
I
Okay.
mean, if you're back to back, we can pretend. We don't have to
I don't
actually
want to
hit
be back to back. I want to read his face.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
you. I'm gonna go and I don't like the earth anymore. I'm gonna go and climb a tree.
So,
You did you want some of those bones? They're large, but you could get a few.
I basically want to like
I
if there's a
don't like
hollow
the-
opening and the hollow opening could be like barricaded by big bones from this thing, I'd like to lean them so that basically we could shove through them
Oh.
very quickly.
Yeah. You
But
can
make
do
it
that.
look like he's trapped in there. So from his point of view, it would look like the door was completely barricaded with like bones
I mean,
and
that's a lot of bones.
Don't.
well,
I-
okay, 2
don't-
and an X.
Yeah,
skull
don't
and
break eye
crossbones it.
contact. Yeah, I want my eyesight to E3 to be there though.
It's
And
got
I
holes.
just,
Like,
I just
I haven't
need
hacked
to.
it.
With like ribs and such. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah,
That's fine.
just enough that it looks like a cage, but not
Mhm.
like it's not actually sturdy. It's kind of like Jenga blocks, so that if you literally kicked it, it would all fall down immediately,
A secondhand rib cage. Got it. So
very
you,
badly.
a secondhand rib cage for 2 people who could use a secondhand. I'm sorry.
Cora's gonna wait in there too for him to be conscious.
Ithri's loading a grappling
Wait,
hook into his crossbow.
Why?
For my plan,
If he's
and then I'll leave.
But okay, because he's not gonna talk if you're here.
Right. I'm gonna do the thing, and then I'm gonna go.
What are you gonna do?
I'm
It's gonna be a few hours
tough.
till he wakes up, just so you know.
Yes,
No.
he's healed.
Healing word.
Okay. You're casting it now?
Yep.
Ithri's doing
As long
that,
as everybody's in the position that they should be.
Ithri's
I'm in
doing
a-
that
I'm
Metal
getting a
Gear
tree.
Solid thing where he just goes back and
He's under
forth
a
along the
box?
same line. No,
Oh.
no. The NPC thing where it's just like
Same
forth.
same path
same
that
path.
you
Yeah.
have to sneak past the soldiers.
Got it. Okay. He
I'll just go, hey,
Mm.
are you alright?
he kind of looks to you, and for a moment, like you can see he's taking you in. Then he looks at Cora.
Cora's gonna go over there. Hey! Points at Nova. I don't want any more escape attempts from you.
I'll spit at her feet.
Oh. uh she's going to hit her,
Do it. I
But
got full
it's-
hit points, baby.
it's very it's like the weakest like she
All right.
it's like
Cora,
half strength like
Make a deception check with advantage for me,
okay
because you are
Uh,
being aided by Nova.
If he's not watching at one point, you just see Nova like, good job.
there you go. What I get? Did I do it?
It's waiting.
I don't know,
It's
it's
having
all
a
right.
thing.
19.
Ooh, yeah, you did good.
So
You did
she
good.
actually might do a little sound effect. She goes like, "Well, bam!" when she throws
That's
the-
exactly what a punch
Bam!
sounds like.
Yeah.
And like he kind of flinches a little on your behalf, sympathetically. Like,
No more crap, you jerk. Now be quiet. And I'm gonna leave. And she's gonna look back at Nova. And she's go just go out of the really quickly.
As you come
I
out,
did
I'm
it.
gonna put the bones like properly in so it looks really secure, and then I'm shimmying up a tree.
I think I did good, guys. It's good.
so Nova, you are alone in this hollow with Romag, who's kind of
Wait.
just looking at you.
Are you alright?
I'll live.
Why'd they capture
There's a-
you, huh?
funny world we live in. Never thought I'd find my only friend. One of my first victims.
I think we have some common enemies, so I'm willing to put that behind us if you will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Seems like you're in the same boat as me, Anna. Anyways.
Yeah. No hard feelings, I hope. You know how it is. Job's a job.
I can understand it.
What's their story?
We claim to be taking down the temple. That's what I said.
Is that what they think? Oh, it's almost worth telling them where they can find Hedrak just so I can see them try. Trust me, kid. It'd work out real good for us.
What if we could trick them?
You got something in mind?
I mean, what if we just could find a way to convince them to go straight to Hedrak? Or I've heard he has a wizard.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Hector.
the leader of their armies, a general, perhaps I've heard whispers of. Some half
You mean Valdriel? I don't trust this slimy git.
Well, if you don't trust him, maybe we could convince them to take care of the problem.
No, we don't want to do that. We need to come out of this on top. Stick with me, kid. I'll get you some prestige in there. How'd you like that slimy half-elf's job? We take care of these pests. Maybe
I
get
say
them
we bring
sent to
these-
one of the nodes.
The nodes are real then?
Oh, well, they're real. They're real, all right. You know what else? We've done it.
Done it?
And you can see there's like a feverish gleam in his eye. We've connected the temple to the actual elemental planes. Where do you think I got my elementals?
Well, I was wondering.
Yeah, they like the
Using those
nodes
all
just
now.
fine. And the nodes are our personal space. But to connect to the lands of the actual elementals,
And you can unleash the elementals.
all of
Here.
them. I wasn't so sure about that Ayuz guy. But he knows
he-
his magic.
He did it then? He's the one who.
He gave us the secrets. But no, it was Hector and Hedrak who did the heavy lifting. At Ayuz's direction. They each serve their respective patron or matron, I guess.
Oh, the Demon Queen, yeah.
Well,
Heard of her.
one of them serves her.
Which
The
one?
other is loyal to Ayuz.
Doesn't
Me,
that seem a little conflicting?
very much so. I don't think we should be paying lip service to either one of them.
What if we lead, and she'll like motion her head towards the outside the tree hollow. What if we lead them straight to Hector? And then take
And
down
then Hector
so
gets
you
the
can be on
credit for
top.
it.
No.
See, the best thing
down
we can do. Nah, we need him. His arcane. He's more mercenary than anything. We can handle that. We can handle that.
Where do you find these? I mean, do they leave the temple ever?
Who? The elementals?
No. Hector and
Oh,
Hedrak.
no. No, they're down in the greater temple.
The
they never
lowest
leave.
floor?
Yeah. Where the nodes are. And where Ayuz is.
Ayuz is actually there then.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes. He's got to come and go going back to his country sometimes. But more often than not, he's down there. They're looking for their demon. They want her.
I've heard whispers of an artifact that was stolen.
Well, somebody's been whispering a bit too much.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I think how this group got so far.
You think?
What does the artifact do?
Well, Ayu's claims it's the key to unleashing their demon queen, Zugmoy. Hedrak agrees and is determined to find it. Me, I recognize the powers of Ogremach and the other elemental gods upon it. I don't think it's theirs. I think it's ours.
You think it belongs to the elementals?
I do. I think it's a relic created by the lords of elemental might, Ogremach and the lesser elements. And I know great prestige upon he who finds it.
But it's not
Okay.
complete, right? It's missing some pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's part of what I don't understand. If this was some great gift, then how come when everything went pear-shaped 10 years ago, Ayu's disassembled it?
Yeah,
That's
that
right.
must mean it can be used against them.
Yeah. That's
So
what I'm thinking too.
where are the other pieces?
Nah, he sent them off into their nodes, where they could never be found.
Sure, yeah. This general that you don't trust.
Yeah, the half-elf.
Why don't you trust him?
He didn't join us willingly. He was a prisoner. Well, we took him around the same time as you, actually. Again, no offense. Job's job. See, I was all for put him into the nodes. Good sacrifice. Job's done, clean. No reason to keep prisoners around who are just gonna take our resources and then eventually die or turn on us. I figure make a clean cut. Offer them to Ogremach or the other elemental lords. And some of them we did. Some of them we did give to the nodes, but that one, Hector wanted him. Said he saw potential in him.
The
Took him
wizard
off.
wanted him?
Yeah, wizard. Imagine
What
that.
does a wizard want with a druid?
I don't know. But he took him off to commune with his queen, he said. And the next thing I know, 3 weeks later, he turns up with the half-elf in tow like a scolded puppy. He says, sit. The half-elf sits. He says, go piss in the corner. Half-elf goes and pisses in the corner. Like a total thrall.
Wouldn't it be amusing if you could break the half elf from being under the control of Hector? Just-
Turn them on each other. Yeah, I'm sure
Would
it'd
be
be
possible?
easier to do. Oh, sure. But then Hector loses power, and I'm not so keen on the next wizard in line.
Right. Well, I think you've been very helpful, Romag. And I cast Wither and Bloom because I still have my totem on me.
Huh? And then the spell, what kind of save?
It is a Constitution save.
Uh-oh.
Get him,
I'm
girl.
casting it at 3rd level.
Natural 1.
Cool.
No way.
He takes 8 necrotic damage. And I will heal, but I'm already at full health, so.
Is this intended to be lethal?
Oh, yeah.
He frowns for just a moment as the blooms suddenly launch from you over him, like seeding, and you see like little plants growing, covering his body as they're sprouting, and he starts to like try to, no, and they're like penetrating his flesh as the roots sink into his what's left of
And
his
I'll
arms
lean
and his
in as
body, and
he's like decaying and just go, that's for the arm.
and these flowers, as they grow and bloom,
Beautiful.
he shrivels and withers, drying out until he's little more than a dried out, rotted corpse covered in beautiful, vibrant flowers.
And then in E3's head, he'll say, or I'll say, I'm finished with him. You can come untie me now.
Just head over. Wait, is he dead? Take the bones
She's
off.
just sitting there, quite probably unnervingly serene.
I mean, looking at him, E3, he
If
looks
it's-
like a corpse that has been decaying for a year or more.
Oh,
Is
he's
it
mostly
flowers
skeletal.
coming out of his eyeballs?
Just
like
not just his eye, out of everything. His whole body is covered in
Yes.
vibrant jungle flowers.
In that
You
case,
okay?
the question would have been, is he dead? It
I
would have
think he'll
been,
live.
is that Romag?
Yes.
Medora's gonna peep in the tree. And go, can we leave her tied up?
Remind me not to piss you off, and I'm gonna go and start undoing stuff and give her a shit.
She
back.
actually laughs at those.
Junko comes in and she's like nodding, like, yeah.
Listen, he's the
Approval.
reason all of this happened to me. I think he had what was coming. Or one of the reasons.
Apparently so.
There are a couple other people who need to pay still.
So
This
was,
is
I'm
a
gonna
note.
stay out of your way still.
The already the
I don't hurt my
flowers
friends.
that are growing from him are beginning to, like, their petals are falling, they're starting to die. So
Ugh,
noxious is
stupid
the air in this
blighted.
place. Yeah.
yeah.
Ugh.
I think Cora didn't want to be left outside alone, so she would.
You could have been with me. I would have been around.
No, you guys all came back in. She would have followed you in. is what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying.
I think it's more like they peeked in. I don't know how big it is.
Yeah,
in here.
I
it's
definitely-
quite
Oh,
large.
it's big.
I'm not-
It's big.
I'm not back
Yeah.
in. Definitely
about the
not.
size of
I
a
am
barn.
staying way back from you.
The spell is gone. It only lasts for 6 seconds. It's an instantaneous effect. It's
Mhm.
not. It's
I mean,
not
the-
ongoing.
The corpse still looks horrifying, but yeah.
I think Cora would go over to what's left of Romag, just kneel down and look at it for a while, and just watch what's happening to it.
So I got some helpful information. Know where the gems are to finish that artifact.
Okay.
And it seems Romag believed that it could be used to take down the Demon Queen as well.
Do we know where, like, any of the other big important people are?
Hector and Hadrak are both in the Greater Temple, which is the lowest floor, if I'm remembering from my notes correctly.
Did you find the way?
Nope. Did not
Oh.
ask about that.
Okay.
Didn't want to break the illusion, but he was under the impression that we were on the same team.
Fair.
For
Okay.
for my
I
benefit.
asked too many dumb questions.
Hector and Hegdrak.
Hadrak is like the high level person in charge of all this, underneath the demigod I use and the demon queen that they are trying to unleash. And Hector is a very powerful wizard who apparently knew our friend Dracon, so kind of wish he was here, but and
Well-
he's the one controlling, or did something to control, my friend, who Romag didn't trust. So that makes me a little hopeful that he's been fighting whatever control is on him. The gems are in the elemental nodes, by the way.
I thought there was no way back from those.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to get more information. It seemed like he didn't know either. He knew that that's where he thinks the gems are. He said that they connected the elemental planes to the temple. Well, Hector
The nodes
did.
do. Hector, what? What do you mean?
I guess Ayuz gave them the magic to connect the elemental planes to here.
Weren't they already?
And Ayuz is in and out of this place, apparently.
I
So
thought.
sometimes he's here and sometimes he's in.
Yeah, because he's the
Dontoria?
king of Dontoria. Yeah, but I
Mhm.
thought the nodes were the connection to the elemental planes for this temple.
Am I misunderstanding that, DM? Or
Make
in
a
my-
make a nature.
my
check.
understanding was it was like nodes and then the elemental planes, but I don't know if the two connect to each other.
I'd say you make either a
Yes.
nature or an arcana check.
It's gonna be the
Ah.
same. I got a 5.
Yeah, I would say it's a little high level for you. It's a little over your head. You're
I-
not really sure how
I
it works.
do think we, as a party, already found out that the nodes aren't the elemental planes. They're like a
Correct.
demi-plane.
They're like
Yeah,
Demi-planes
tiny
that mirror
versions
them.
of
Yep.
them. Yeah.
You did find
yeah.
that out.
But Ithri doesn't
So
understand any of that shit. so.
I mean, it sounded like they did connect the elemental planes to the temple, though. So whenever they're ready, they could unleash the forces of the 4 planes upon this one.
I don't know.
I don't want to fight that.
I don't know what that
Me
means, to
either.
be honest. But I
It
presume
means
it's not good.
those earth elementals that you saw,
Yeah.
there will be versions of those from all of the planes and all manner of other fire, water, air, earth related creatures upon this plane of existence.
Oh.
I know a little bit about the elemental planes from
Do they
growing up,
work together? Do they fight each
I
other?
mean,
Is it?
they'll all be under the control of Hedrak or Ayuz or whoever. So
This is another case. If you guys are interested, you can do a arcana,
Mhm.
religion, or nature check on the elemental.
Do you know what?
This is different. on the-
Ithri is
the-
proficient in nature, so I'm gonna do it just because.
I'll do. I'm rolling like poop on
Yeah.
these checks. I got a 7 religion.
I mean, aside from the fact that Romag clearly worships something called Ogremok, you don't really know much about it.
I got a 15.
Oh yeah, I'll say that name out. Ogremok.
I mean,
Um,
I can do my
rings a
religion
bell.
check, but
Upon Ogremok, then I will try.
Yeah, you've
I
never heard of
know
Ogremok.
nothing.
This
Oh,
is some obscure
15.
stuff. Who got a 15? Oh,
But
Junko.
two of us.
I was looking at roll 20. 50. Okay. Both of you actually are a little bit familiar with what are called the Princes of Elemental Evil. E3, you are familiar with them in the context of making elemental equipment.
Okay.
You have to be careful how much elemental energy you draw from their respective planes, lest you catch these 4 beings' eye.
Right. Okay.
Junko, you learned about them just in a basic, like, well, you tell me how you would know this, but let me tell you what each of you knows. You know that Ogremok is the prince of evil earth. You know that Olhydra is the princess of evil water. Yanseben is the prince of evil air. And Imix, the prince of evil fire. And all
Can
of
you
them.
write their names down?
Yes, all of them are chaotic. They are evil. They are extremely intelligent. And they are as powerful as lesser gods.
Do they reside? I'm asking this. I don't know why I'm asking this. I don't know this stuff.
That's fine. I can answer.
I'm asking
these two
Junko
now.
and E3. Do they reside within the elemental planes themselves? Do they like
Yes.
lord over that?
Yes.
Like that's
Yes,
their
they do.
domain?
And they are effectively gods. They have clerics. Like that would be where all 4 of the elemental priests get their
Get
magic.
their power. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So the symbols that they have are holy symbols to
Mhm.
these people.
Ulrim's first hand also mentioned Imix, so that makes.
are you guys sharing this with everyone?
I imagine
Wouldn't be whispering it.
we're having a conversation
Yeah.
out loud about this.
Now,
Yeah,
I would say
never
with
been able to
15
spell that.
You don't know too much about these guys, other
I showed
than
all of
they
them
are
almost right.
terrifying elemental beings. They're essentially elder evils. They've been around as long as fire, earth, air, and water have existed.
What
They're
about-
older than most of the gods.
If you enter their plane of existence, are they aware that you're there?
No
kinda
more
deal?
so than like Palor would be aware if you went to
Okay.
heaven,
right.
but
And Romag said Ogremok created the orb? The
he was
artifact?
saying that all 4 of them did.
All 4 of them created it, so presumably each of them contributed a gem or
Mhm.
whatever.
And I would say it would also be noteworthy that if these are the princes of elemental evil, it's funny that the people in charge worship none of them.
Yeah. And that's okay. And Ayuz destroyed the artifact the first time this happened.
You know that Hedrak is a cleric of Ayuz, and then there's a demon
Yes.
queen who's related to Fungus from the Abyss.
So it doesn't make sense. Okay.
I mean, if these elemental princes, royalty, contributed a gem, surely there must be a deal between them and whoever created the orb.
Well, they created the orb. Oh,
No,
Dora doesn't know what we're talking
I
about.
presumed. Oh,
There's an
yeah.
artifact and a prophecy of sorts that says that I'm not going to take it out because when you touch it, it makes you feel like you haven't slept in 3 days. But it's shaped like a skull, and it's got these indents on the head to place 4 gems in it. And we know that it can be used, according to a prophecy from the last time this happened, to like defeat Zugmoy or seal her away forever. I don't quite remember the wording. I know it's in our handouts. But we have it. And we're trying not to tell anybody that we have it because it's a big deal that it's missing from this temple.
I'm just looking backwards and forwards between you all, just taking all of this in, and it's semi doing this.
Are you referring
Fair,
to Ro Bilar's testament?
That's the one. Where is that under again? Handouts?
Handout 9. Under
Handout.
Temple of Elemental Evil.
9. Thank you so much. Yeah, because it says key without a lock they made of golden gems, right? That's this. And
I'm actually going to bring that up on the...
Yeah, same.
it says she did break the key, sent the rocks to boxes 4 with magic locks. I presume that's in the elemental nodes. I don't know what the locks are going to be like. But then later on in it, it says that you have to find and search the boxes 4. And with the key, you might succeed in throwing down her power and greed and destroy the key when you're done.
If we
So-
destroy the key, is that
We
she's
have to
gone, key's gone?
Put it together, get rid of her, and then destroy it. But yes,
Okay, make the key, destroy the thing,
her,
destroy
the key, live happily ever after, hopefully.
Majora's like, that'll do. That's the level of plan we
Okay. It's a bit convoluted because there's clearly, Zugmoy, Ayuz, and these elemental forces all at work, and it's really quite a lot.
So,
But
who's... You guys have got the thing to put the things in,
we don't have the gems, correct?
but you don't... Okay. And you guys have taken down the priests.
Yep.
Which means the elemental section should scatter because they're not going to be getting paid, so they'll either go lower or they'll
Either
leave.
that or it's going to draw the attention of...
Who are the elementals working for? Who's the
The
next ones up?
elementals were working under
Hedrick.
Hedrak, who is a cleric of Ayuz. So it
One of
seemed
those
that
bulletin
the
boards
elemental
with all the lines.
That
We need
meme of the
Majora's
guy.
like making
We
a
need
family
a-
tree kind of.
Transylvania.
We need a corporation chart. That's what we need.
Yeah, that's
We
what
need,
Majora's
have you
just trying to
guys
work
seen-
out.
Have you guys seen the site? It's called Obsidian, and you can take notes as like a web. That's what we need to use.
That's what you need. Yeah.
So Elemental Priest were working for Hedrak, who's working for Ayuz. Ayuz is on the same side as her.
Yes, Ayuz and Zugmoy
He
are
is-
buddies. He wants to free Zugmoy, and Ayuz is a demigod who is also a king of Dontoria, which we recently learned is a country to the
I
north
mean,
of
I
here.
already knew that, but yeah,
I recently learned.
I didn't know he
Or
was here.
somewhere.
I thought he was just up there.
And Zugmoy is.
And Zugmoy is a demon queen of fungus, and I mean that she's kind of the reason this area looks like this. I
Wait,
think.
isn't I used
Gesture around?
fungusy?
I don't know. I don't know what Ayuz is a demigod of, to be honest.
And then these other.
We did learn that
elementals?
he and he's related to Archael somehow.
Brother, cousin, something like that.
Brother?
Illegitimate
Hang
brother.
on, illegitimate brother? Nope, that's my notes on people when I first met them. And that his mother is Igwilf.
Mhm.
Who's a very
He's the
powerful
illegitimate brother of who?
Archael, the god king of this country.
I
Right?
mean, that's like not common knowledge.
That's not
So don't go.
yeah, it's not really important to this right now. It's just we learned it when we were researching things.
And so the Dimix and Ogamok, they're not on the same side?
I don't think so. It doesn't seem like it.
I would say with your
Doesn't-
15s, you would know, though the two of you who got 15s, you know that the elemental royalty, the elemental royals, are always in a perpetual battle.
With each other?
Hmm Fire and water
Did-
don't play nice together, for example.
I imagine there's
Fair.
something to do with when smithing with elements. You can only use one. otherwise
Right,
they-
exactly.
Do we
So,
know?
that kind of
Have we learned what Ayuz is? I don't know how pantheons work.
That'd be a
per se.
religion check. I don't think you guys have learned beyond like the
Okay.
history behind IUs.
I'll make it. Oh, a dirty 20.
So-
Finally.
This is.
Okay.
Sorry, you go.
At some point, maybe when you guys were staying overnight, you did do some research on this, and you've learned that Ayuz is the god of deceit, pain, oppression, and evil. His holy symbol is a grinning skull, and he is known as the Evil, Old Wicked, the Old One, his most profane eminence, Lord of Pain, Fiend of the North, Child of the Evil One, Master of the Dread and Awful Presences, and Ayuz the Old. Those are just
Hey,
different
bro,
titles he's
calm
known
down
by.
here.
How
Ithri also had a
child
vision.
of the evil
Yeah.
one?
Mhm.
Ithri also had a
The
vision.
evil one being Tasha?
Igwil, please.
Sorry.
No one knows Tasha
or
anymore.
Burial.
Igwil,
I
yeah.
doubt it's burial.
If they don't mean burial.
No.
Ithri, having
Okay.
mentioned that Ayuz was mushroomy, would remember his experience with Ayuz, which was a vision,
Your vision.
which
Uh-huh.
was acid. It wasn't. There was no mushrooms involved. It was acid and ooze, specifically, and it wasn't pleasant.
That's right.
Oh,
Any other questions?
Medora, if you're heading
Confusing
between...
Medora. I'm so sorry.
Medora's
Welcome to the
just going
crash
to walk
course.
out of the tree and vomit somewhere and come back.
Oh, if you're ever
Yeah.
heading to Hummelbank from Noct, don't go off the path because you might go mad and die from.
Yeah,
Are
there's
these
the
visions?
Emerdy Meadows. There's a lot of hauntings there.
Medora's just going to point at Ithri and be like, I'm sticking with him.
A good
I was
choice,
going to
really.
stick with you, Nova, but you're now terrifying.
I don't hurt my friends. I hurt those who have
Uh,
wronged me.
I'll
I have
never...
a question.
Okay.
Cora will stand up. Nova, do you feel okay?
I mean, it's been a weird couple days. I accidentally killed her brother yesterday.
No, I mean
It's
this.
not a good time.
She gestures to Romeg.
The flowers are gone by now. It's just a desiccated old corpse.
What do you mean? You wanted to keep him alive?
Do you feel better now that he's dead?
I mean,
If I can
I don't
interject,
feel-
being wronged and hurting somebody else doesn't take the pain away.
I feel relief that he can't do that to anybody in the future. I don't feel good about it.
Well, that's a good sign.
I know you think I'm teetering on the edge of, I don't know, pure evil or something, Cora, but
I don't think that, Nova.
I do the things I do so that other people don't go through what I went through.
But what about the toll that will have on you?
It's already had its toll.
Can I make like an insight check on Cora for when she was studying Romag for a moment? By the way, I meant to say that earlier.
Go ahead.
Just I want to.
I don't know what you're trying to find out, so I don't know.
I'm
if
trying to see,
saw
like,
anything.
I guess her Cora's mannerisms of like she's scared or like
Oh, I
has
see.
inner turmoil questions about the people she's with. If that helps.
Well,
That's an 11.
I don't know what I should tell you based on that.
I would say
Yeah,
you'd be able to pick up on the basic emotional vibe.
Okay.
Well, she's sad and concerned for Nova.
Okay.
I think following what Nova just said to Cora, she'll just kind of stand up. I assume somebody untied me at this point.
Oh,
Nah.
Yeah,
definitely.
F3 did as soon as he came
Okay,
in.
okay.
He would
I
have
just
also
stand up
handed
and
your
kinda
shoes
just-
Off
back.
to the dungeons with her.
Yeah,
I
sh-
told
after-
you what
I-
would happen if you
she
mouth
was
off again.
she was just sitting there like putting all her stuff back, and I think she would have calmly got up, left the hollow that we're in, and walked about 15 feet or so away, and just like vomited behind a tree.
Oh,
There's extra patches of vomits. Medora's
She's
got
like,
one, mate.
someone
You've
else
got another.
vomited here.
Like a dog looking for some place to go in the yard, like looking for a good spot that's not been used yet.
Yeah.
I forgot that you threw too. This is the
I've
throw
just
up
found out
woods.
the word, like the world potentially will end, and I've decided that you guys are the safest thing that I've found so far, so we're sticking with you, but not.
But
not
yeah,
too close.
she'll do that, and she'll kind of catch her breath and then just come back in the hollow and go,
You too?
okay.
To be fair, prior to you guys going into that hollow, this area has a strong smell of like sickly sweet rot. And now there is an added aroma of
It's
flower
body.
blooms and decaying human body. So like there is definitely a powerful smell going on that would, I imagine, contribute greatly to, just feelings
Sure.
of queasiness and
I definitely
What's
want to
the
leave now. What are we doing?
Plan.
Yeah, that.
We need a plan.
I don't want to get sick.
We need to pick someone to go after next. Hector is a powerful wizard. And Hedrak is a powerful cleric. And I don't know
Go
what we're
after
going to
your
run
friend
into
and
between.
try to get him out as soon as we can.
Well, maybe we can use him to, not use him. That sounds bad. But
I mean,
have his command over the armies. He's supposedly a general.
But also,
I sent him another message last night to ask him where he was because he asked for help.
if he still can't really do what he wants to do, then should we not go try and figure out how to break that first?
I mean,
If we go to him, we might need to fight him, is my worry.
Well, who's the one who did it to him?
I don't understand. any of it.
Hector.
So shouldn't we go after Hector? Because if we take Hector, maybe Hector can break it, or
Hector's a lot more powerful than Valdriel, I'll tell you that much. But the very little bit that I know about breaking enchantments is that I think you do it on the thing that has been enchanted.
well, if
For
we
example,
can't,
when I charm somebody with charm person, you have to break the charm on them, not on me. You know?
well, if we can't figure it out, we can always send him to Burn, and Burn can try to figure it out.
Oh,
or we
that's
can
a good
just,
idea.
Or we can just come back to Humblebank when this is all done and try to figure it out.
That's a good idea.
What was
Yeah.
was in your message to him? What was in his message to you?
He said, well, I
Just the gist. I don't need the
I-
words.
just told him I was in the temple. I actually didn't mention I was with anyone. So I don't know if he's put two and two together and realized that I'm with the group of people infiltrating the temple or not. But I told him I was in there and that I was looking for him and that I had gotten the other druids out. And he said that I must help him and not to tell his sister about what had happened to him. And so I sent a message back asking where he was and how I could help him, but I haven't heard anything back yet. I sent that Medora saw when we were on watch last night.
Yeah, and just to check, his sister's not any of you guys.
No.
No. I'm not his sister.
It's a very
Medora's
fair
so
question,
confused.
his sister, they're twins, so they look pretty much like each other, except for, well, they both have long hair, so
You know when
they
you
look
take
like each other.
a new person to like a friend group that all know each other, and you have to fill them
We
in
give
on
them a
all
crash
of the
course on
in-jokes.
everything. I'm so sorry, Medora.
Have I been with
She's
you guys
a-
for like what 48 hours?
Hours,
Maybe an extra
yeah.
24, and I'm just like, so there's this person, and your brother is
Valdriel's-
not a vampire, but is a is a pirate now, and he's gone, and
She's
he's a
got her
prince,
own-
and
In her journal, she's got like this crazy flow chart, like. Valdriel has a twin. She looks just like him. She's half elf. And
Valdriel's
her
a
name's
good name to
Valoria.
put down.
So I know that he's your friend, and that he's apparently he needs rescuing. But can
Yes.
we trust him right now?
I don't know.
Like, I don't want to. I'm not saying bad person should be got rid
No.
of, but if they're under a thrall, was that message
A trap?
corrupted?
Yeah.
Was that message definitely from him at all?
Yeah,
It can't get
Um,
intercepted,
when I-
and
use an animal to send a message. It relays the message in my voice, and it seeks out the exact person I was looking for. And
if that
location.
person was with somebody
then-
else at the time,
Well, the animal does speak out loud, so they would have heard it. So they could have told him what to say back, but it didn't sound
Could-
like it.
Could
One
you-
note, by the way, I want to add. You know that you have to know where the person you're sending it to is.
Yeah,
So
I
he
did
had
my
to know
best
where
the
you
first
were.
time.
Yeah, but he also had to know where you were.
Well, I did tell him I was in the temple.
Do
yeah.
Do-
But
Can
if
I
he's-
retroactively insight check that message that I got
has
from him?
that that's
No.
just come like you've only just realised? So
That face that I just made actually
So-
happened.
here's what I'm thinking: is maybe you send a message back saying we're gonna go and do thing, but we don't go and do thing, and we figure out if he does stuff to counteract thing. I mean, the details aren't there, but you know what I mean.
You mean I should say that, like, we're headed straight to Hector, and then we don't do that?
I mean, sure.
or that we're headed back to Noct and we can set up like some sort of ambush for whoever comes looking?
I prefer because we've been in the temple already. I think just say this is our next target, but don't have that as our next target, and see if
Well,
we
we're
can.
kind of low on targets, so
Can we? The house you guys have is kind of within sight-ish of the road, and if we said we were at the hostelry place in Noct, we would see people coming and going.
I've had an idea. It's a terrible one.
your
It's
terrible
probably better
ideas
than
are
mine.
actually usually good.
Let's tell him that we're hiding in the tower and we'll go in the secret basement, and that he should come and meet us, and if he turns up on his own and we're there and he turns up on his own,
Yeah,
we can
that's
be
a
like,
really good
hey,
idea.
we are here. But if he turns up with an army, we can be like, out the back
Hey,
door.
we're not here.
Out the back door, yeah.
Cool. So the plan is, hey,
When
we are
we-
here. Hey, we're not.
When we
I mean,
were in the
please.
tower with what's her face? What's her name? Her name started with an H too.
I just want to point out that we are putting ourselves in a trap with only 2 ways out that they might already know about.
Well, I'm trying to remember if she was the only one who knew about that secret tunnel or not.
Overgame,
tunnel.
she told us that she was the only one, but there was also like Knowles at the other end, and
Yeah, but I
people,
think
and
did we tell them to clear out or no? No, we
but then we've booked it and just left because we didn't trust her. So we've no idea what actually happened.
You mean
Yeah,
because I accidentally attuned to a thing I shouldn't have attuned to?
That
That's
too.
what happened. You can say it.
Oh yeah, also gods
You-
know about it.
You can wild shape.
I can't.
So no. You can be a
I mean,
tree.
into a palm tree.
Nova, you can wild shape, and if we're setting a trap, you could be there very tiny, in say spider form or something, because
Can we be taking a short rest right now?
Sure.
Okay. That way I have more wild shapes back.
but you could be in. We could be nearby, but not in the trap, because if there's only 2 ways out, that's not great. But if you were in there as a spider, and then if he turns up on his own, great. You can appear from
I
the
could do
shadows,
that.
and if he doesn't turn up on his own, you can scuttle rapidly away.
That's a good idea.
I've-
So
that's probably
you
better
guys
than
wait in the
being
tunnel?
nearby, but making sure that you don't get trapped in.
I don't know, Junko, this is more your area of expertise.
I can't turn into a spider.
No, not that part. I mean, hiding
We're all
and avoiding
spiders in this
ambush.
plan.
And if I could do that, that would be badass.
Group wild shape.
Do you think it's a good idea to have the rest of you waiting in the tunnel?
No, because if we had to climb anywhere, it would set us back.
Is there somewhere else we can wait that a spider could get to relatively quickly?
I mean, it doesn't have to be that tower, that
No.
tunnel. It was, you know.
We
Why
could
would
ask
we
him
tell
to
them
meet-
anything?
Well, we're
What-
trying to see.
What about the main hall?
No, I fear we'd be
There's
trapped
no
there.
need to tell anybody anything, honestly. Just
We want to see if we trust that word I can't say.
it's
Valdriel.
It's
yeah,
safe
I
to
was saying
assume that we
Valad, and
can't.
that wouldn't work.
But we
but
need to pick someone to go after next to try to get to the greater temple, and I think he's the easiest option as opposed to just trying to find Hector ourselves.
then go after him.
Well, if we
You don't
lure
need
him
to-
out on his own, then that's easier than trying to wander around and find him.
It's better to have them worried about what your next move is than tell them and then do something else. No contact is best.
I mean, we can just go see if we can find stuff and have this as plan B.
True, but you have to consider if you say that we're gonna do something, they're going to put a lot of forces there. Rather than spread each other thin, being in multiple places like they are now. Easier to fight in waves than all at once.
Makes sense to me.
Hey, E3, do you think Loki would have intercepted my message and pretended, since he already messed
Well,
with us
now
once?
I do. Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah,
Can-
maybe
I don't know
Junko's
how,
right, and messages aren't the way to go.
I don't know how animals work. I mean, I know how animals work. I mean, your thing.
It's supposed to find the exact description and location that I gave, but because I didn't know exactly where he was in the
We've seen
temple,
Loki shapeshift.
gave an approximation,
This
and
might
I thought I had
be-
gotten lucky.
This might be a good time to get some information out of Loki.
I don't think we should talk to Loki at all. Do we look like we're well equipped to fight a god right now?
I don't think he wants to fight us.
Yeah,
I think he does.
I mean, if we're gonna have a gather around the campfire moment with Loki, can we do it not in this wood?
so
Can we just not do it at all?
here's the
I'm
problem.
just
Why
saying,
are we
if he has the powers he has, he could have easily killed us at any point.
Yes, and that's great, but I think the best thing to do in this situation with him and the other entity that I don't want to talk about is to ignore them, because they seem to like our attention. They
Who are
seem
you
to
talking
want
about?
us to feel riled up. You know who I'm talking
Oh,
about.
the Devourer.
But if,
Oh, yes, we agreed
if
not to say
they-
his name ever, but good job.
if they don't get your attention,
Why would I not
are they gonna up the
not
ante?
say his name? Look what he already did to Drykon. He's already
Dracon did that to
Here.
himself.
the Devourer did that to Drykon.
Dracon's as much at fault as the Devourer was.
How do you know that?
He accepted.
Yeah, he said yes to what he was being offered.
You don't. That might not be how it went.
Either way, I don't feel like speaking with either of them.
I don't want to
When
speak to.
They
the
clearly
Devourer.
just want our attention and want to mess with the pull our little strings of fate kind of deal.
Hey, you do what you want with Puck. I'm not talking to him. If he's just
Well-
gonna
Yeah,
walk off
me
and sit
either.
down out of circle.
I'm not talking to him either.
I just thought we didn't have all the information, so
What information do we need?
you could ask him if he's been interfering with our messages.
I think, like Junko said, it's safe to assume that yes, it's compromised. And it doesn't really matter by whom. Could be by Hector, could be actually it was Valdriel, could be Asmodeus. I don't know.
Are you saying our
At
phones are
this point-
tapped?
Yes! They're always listening. But I don't think asking them is really, it doesn't matter.
Sometimes when you ask things, you get the truth.
Sometimes when you ask, you don't get the truth.
But that's learning information in itself.
I don't want to entertain Puck or whatever he wants to be called. I'm not here for his amusement.
I guess I want to know what he meant when he said,
I felt
said.
his aghast reaction in the ether.
I
Right?
mean, so are we going into the temple then?
Seems like it.
Uh,
We have on the second floor come across a set of stairs that go down, right? Yes.
Mhm.
I don't remember exactly where. I have to look. at
Well,
the
you
map to see
also
it, but-
found a vampire on the third floor, so
I was
you've been
gonna say,
down there.
we know a way.
Oh, we've been there. Right.
Yeah.
Duh. That was on the third floor.
We
I
found
assume
two.
we
I
You
would
want to
go-
just.
I assume we would go that way partially and then just go a different direction.
Yeah. All right. Here's the thing, though. If we're going into this temple, we need to make decisions as a group. We need to make sure that we're not opening too many doors or foolishly walking into traps. We need to communicate with each other.
Yeah, that rat pit was really bad.
The rat pit was very bad.
Rat pit.
Yeah, there's
I don't
a
want to
couple
talk about
of
it.
those.
There were hundreds upon hundreds of rats. It was disgusting. And I usually am fine with rats. That's
You
the
guys
thing,
have
is,
taken
like,
a wild ride.
the temple, especially the third floor, because we don't quite know what's on it or who we might run into. We need to be careful, and we need to make sure that we know what we're doing altogether, so someone doesn't run off or.
Do
Vice
you
versa.
guys have like an identifier? Like if anything happens and somebody does an impression of one of you, because you can all shapeshift. And do you have any like
I
essentially
cannot.
like a trust word?
We do not have a word that says like a.
Because all of you can change shape, and anyone could pretend to be any of you in any form.
Well, you'll know it's me because I can speak in your head, and I don't think a lot of other people can do that in this country.
Just ask me something only Cora would know.
He's only known us for 48 hours, Cora. I don't think she knows how to. We could have a word. It has to be something that.
Banana pancakes.
Okay,
How about
so
just
if-
pancakes?
BP?
Sound really good right now.
Is
How about just
BP?
pancakes? Keep it all
Okay.
one word.
so
Pancakes?
we can
Pancakes?
if anyone gets separated and comes back and we're not sure, the code word is pancakes.
Yeah,
Just
I
in
hope that was
case.
the first
'cause-
time you guys are gonna like infiltrate Hedrek's court. My lord, your pancakes have arrived, and you guys are gonna freak your shit out. Like, oh no!
Your pancake order
Turns
has
out
arrived.
that's Zugmoy's favorite breakfast.
Your Deliveroo guy has rocked up with your pancakes.
You guys are gonna be there in disguise, like, fuck.
All right. Back into the temple?
Code word
Uh,
pancakes.
Can I just
we
have
want-
a second in here before we go?
In the dead, decaying tree?
Yeah, with Romag.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave without a word because that's weird.
Well, once Cora's alone, she's
Mhm.
gonna go over to the body. Grab a piece of paper. Let's see if this will work.
Sending
A
a
little
dead
note.
body to burn?
Stick it on Romag.
He's gonna take those rings back from you.
And then I'm gonna put the rings on and try to send it, see if it works.
I didn't.
You better figure out if it works, I guess.
It depends on how the wording of the
Nothing
rings.
happens.
It doesn't work.
It does not work.
So I put the rings.
That's
and the
good. I
paper away.
can hear Burns' reaction in my head if
What
if a
the fuck?
decaying. I need to take those.
I
rings
think it
away
would
from
be a
her.
good threat to
Oh,
Lareth.
really?
He'd see it and be
Oh
like,
my
"Ah!"
gosh, what a power move that
Yeah.
would be.
You're next,
Especially with the
buddy.
hand
Fuck
missing.
around.
hand
That
missing.
being the case,
That would have been cool.
Could
since
you
it
have
doesn't
just sent
work,
the hands?
obviously not, since the body didn't work. Oh, is that why it didn't work? Because it was missing a hand?
It didn't
Damn
work
it.
because bodies are considered an object, and it specifies it must be a creature.
Okay.
If that was the case, you wouldn't be able to send me.
However, if you like tie it to a rat and send the rat, it would work.
Because the rat is
It's a
like, has
creature.
possession of the object.
Yes.
No. In that case,
Okay.
I'll just I'll say a quick prayer for his soul to have a fast journey to wherever it's going, and then
Definitely
I'll
help.
leave. I will leave.
Let's not be too quick to judge. He's probably going to the abyss.
Is that worse?
That is worse.
Okay, we can go.
I presume someone's going to come and tell Ithri that you're off.
Yes.
Okay. As you guys make your way back to the temple. And did I hear correctly? You're going to go straight down to the 3rd floor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably down the way we
Do-
went before, right?
Okay.
Do we want to stealth on the way in there, or stealth like I can cast Pass Without a Trace when we get to the 3rd floor, or before we get to the 3rd floor?
How long
What do you
does
guys
it
wanna do?
last?
An hour. It's concentration.
Probably as we're going in then, right?
Sure. Yeah. As we're entering the temple, I'll cast that upon us so we can be sneakier.
Okay.
Head up.
Stay
You make your
within 30
way-
feet of me.
Down the steps, along the passages, and as you reach the 3rd floor, we're going to take this moment to pause for a slightly
Ooh.
early break.
Okay.
But this is such a clean spot to take the break. How could I not, you know?
That's fair.
This
Yeah,
is
sure.
it. So we will be back in just a couple of minutes. Chat, I'd encourage you to get some snacks, get hydrated, stand up stretch, especially if you've been playing D&D all afternoon. And we will see you shortly.
Back.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. God, how am I supposed to follow that up? So, you have made your way into the temple. If my mouse will just cooperate with me,
You still need a
It didn't say
new-
knobs.
I do. I do. It's a work in progress. Well, I'm working on it.
Is this the 3rd floor? Oh, yeah,
Yes,
it
you
is.
make your
Oh,
way
yeah, yeah, yeah.
finally
Nice.
down to the 3rd floor.
Do we need to stealth for this bit? As in,
I'll leave that to your decision.
As
But what you
in-
see ahead of you,
Yes. Yes. Yes, I remember this room. Yes, stealth.
a large, empty, bare chamber with polished stone floor, walls, and a vaulted ceiling. And even as you make your way down the steps, like your footfalls on these empty stairs echo alarmingly in the chamber ahead of you. There are 2 brackets for torches mounted on each wall, flanking the doors throughout this chamber. All missing torches. So it is dark. So let's talk light sources.
No.
Ball. Swords out.
Swords out.
A3's a light source.
I don't know if I want to light the lantern because that would make me so obvious.
I mean, the sword is lit. You guys are already obvious.
If I get split from E3, I'll have to light it, but I won't be able to see if I don't stick with E3. So
I'm gonna
gonna.
cast dark vision on myself.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna say I cast darkness just to
Okay,
fuck her
so
over.
let me remove for now that
I'm-
Medora has a light source.
Can I?
Casts dark vision.
Do you have a necklace?
Me?
You have a next
Mhm.
slot? Yeah.
I don't have a necklace.
I
You don't
think
have
she
anything?
does. Do you have one that gives
You
dark
wouldn't
vision?
have had.
Let me just check what I messaged Askell.
Light sources should be good to go. E3, can I mark you with a light source
Mark me.
so we know that you have illumination?
Mark.
I'm looking at the stuff on the bottom to see if any of these.
I feel
Screaming.
very illuminated.
If you don't have a necklace, I can give you one to borrow. And what I can do is just cast light on it, on the little pendant, and then you could stick it in your shirt when you don't want light and pull it out when you do want light.
That would be amazing. That's probably a better idea than a lantern.
We'll do that. So you have. So E3, you've been marked with a light source. What are you casting on, or what are you doing with Medora?
So you don't have a necklace of any kind?
I don't think so. I'm
Okay,
just
in that
trying-
case, I will fashion a little something out of string and like a pebble. And I will cast light.
Okay. So Medora
I
now
can't-
has bright light,
but
low light.
How come I can't hit the spell? Does this not do that?
And
Does D&D
Medora, I'm going to
Beyond,
mark
can you
you
not
with
hit spells? That's kind of silly.
not without that
Okay, well.
beyond 20 thing.
I mean,
Okay. This
It's
only
fair.
lasts an hour, so just let me know when it goes out.
I'm still carrying this if you don't mind using that. And it's the holy symbol we just stole.
Well, that's in case she like.
No,
Okay.
I have a
Emergencies.
ring, not a necklace. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here you go.
Either way, you are now emitting light, and your token should show that accordingly. I really want to give people with dark
I
vision
don't know why it shows me missing
a tinted color?
hit points, but I'm at full health. And it
I was
says
gonna
so.
ask you about
Oh.
that.
But my aura looks
Oh,
like
I know
I'm
why.
not.
I know why. I can fix it. It's because my API crashed. My fault.
Oh,
That'll do it.
you're right. It is your fault.
I'm so sorry. I've failed you all.
That makes sense. I was like, it's at
Oh.
full health. Why is it
Nope.
off like
It
green
did not.
yellow?
Crash. That's
Then it's not your
weird. Hang on. Let me try giving
Try
you one hit
killing
point
yourself and then
taking-
bringing yourself back.
Did that do anything? I gave
It
you a
works
hit
for
point.
Ava. She does
Okay,
it all
there
the
we go.
time.
There we go. It had crashed, and we just never fixed your token since it crashed. That's why.
Oh.
You just needed to change hit points, and it corrected.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you guys, your light shines off of the highly reflective, polished stone of the chamber ahead of you.
Okay. So we don't want to go that way, right? Do we want to go a different door?
Which way?
Or wait, where were the sleeping trolls
Actually,
at?
that door is probably shut now.
No.
We went straight across. I can't remember if there was like a hallway. I don't remember what this
We
place
went straight
looked
across,
like.
and there was breathing coming from the other doors.
Yeah, I.
Did we go straight across or turn left in here?
No. We went straight
Straight
across in
over.
here. I've got the instructions still.
Do that as well.
Straight,
Just 'cause
and then you.
Do we want to keep going that way?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
Because it just sounded like there were things behind these doors, but. What was the third floor again?
You laughing at?
I haven't rolled a stealth yet. Do I?
If you guys want, you may now make a
haven't
group
either.
stealth check.
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
did want to do that. Yes.
Add 10,
Say 31
Okay.
for me.
which is good because
23 for me.
I rolled a 6. 16.
25.
31.
I also got a 6,
Yeah.
Plus
Ooh.
10.
but I
So
rolled
16.
a natural. I rolled a natural 1 to get it.
That doesn't matter with skill
There's
checks.
31.
So there you go. 16.
Yeah, I'm on a 31.
I rolled like poop.
Nice.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. You want me to go open the door? I'll creep across.
I'll
Okay.
be right behind you.
even creeping, like your footfalls sort of clack a little on the stone in here. Quietly enough that it doesn't seem like, well, hopefully no one notices, but that's regrettable. Why did that happen?
I'm
Shit.
sure no one
Um,
notices.
This mouse, I'm sorry. I'm trying. Okay, whatever. I don't need it. You make your way across.
Any
The-
change in sounds from the other rooms compared to last
No.
time we were here?
No, none. The door is unlocked and swings open easily to reveal a landing and a set of stairs going down yet more.
I will motion because Ithri's just remembered, because Ashley's just remembered that there was a character in this room, next room. So through sign
Mhm.
language, if you guys understand, Ithri's going to be like,
You doing a palm tree impression?
and then it's going to start creeping.
Yeah, we had silence on us last time we were here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet he'd do it again if we asked him to.
Oh, check out Medora taking the lead.
Dora's just gonna peep round the corner.
Okay, I was gonna say make sure narratively you describe if you guys are doing it. So like, if,
Medora's gonna peep round the corner and like peep round the corner, just stick the necklace out really slowly so there's like the minimum amount of
Why
light
are
gets
you
around there.
taking the lead?
as you peer around the corner, you can see that there's a large pot set on what looks like a unlit fireplace. like like a campfire, if you will. There's rocks around it. There's no fire, and there is a massive two-headed ogre standing with a large like chunk of wood stuck into the pot, and he's singing something in Giant, horribly, by the way, while stirring whatever is in the pot.
Wait, which one is singing?
Both of them, but they're out of harmony.
Come on, guys.
Medora's going to just basically tuck the necklace immediately into her shirt so that she's back in the shadows, and turn to E3 and go,
it's got that light.
E3, she's gonna like just like she's gonna like take her
If
I'm
he's
trying to work out how to
If he's gonna
communicate.
move her back and have a look himself, because he's got dark vision. But put the sword away, maybe. Yeah. So I'll move her
Or,
back and then sword away, and then I'll peek around the corner.
Give me a second to remove those lights.
Well, he's
Okay.
doing that. Cora will
We need to
point
go
at
to
that
the
door.
first door. Yeah.
I'm literally for a second going to lift my necklace up enough that I can see somebody, and can I put my hand on someone's shoulder? Whoever is willing.
I think everyone is willing.
Ithri's right there.
Or
Okay, so
Cora,
that
or
means
Junko, or
Ithri will hold a hand out. and then
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm somebody. Askell, you might have to move me then because I need to stick with E3, but I can't actually see E3.
Okay. Okay.
So
I might not
Maybe.
remember to keep your token moving at all times. Just assume
Okay.
that you're with them if I forget.
okay, I'm
If a fight breaks out or something like that, then I will reposition everyone's tokens accordingly.
Which
Okay.
way is the ogre facing?
The pot.
Towards the center
Mhm.
of the room.
As in, okay.
Do any of you guys speak Giant?
no.
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 Okay. Well, one of the heads turns to the other and suddenly stops singing and barks something in Giant, and the other stops singing and looks at each other like they're looking, and they're clearly arguing about something. One of them looks a little hurt, while the other seems to be like insulting the first. They yammer for a few seconds, and then the one actually removes this giant wooden ladle and smacks the other in the head,
Oh,
who like blinks and then snarls in rage, and then same hand smacks the other head. And the next thing you know, like they are punching, straight up just punching each other.
Oh, so we can just
while they're
walk past them.
distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go to
We're
that
gonna go
door.
to this door.
You go to the door. So just to reiterate,
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
the ceiling in this chamber is about 40 feet high. The chamber itself is 50 foot square. And in the center, you can see the cooking pot, which actually hangs from chains suspended from the roof, or from the ceiling, I should say. There are several eye bolts set in the walls, to each of which is attached a 10-foot long chain suspending it. Beside each door is an empty torch bracket, and each of the 4 iron doors leading out is secured by a large lock, including the one you guys went through the last time.
They relocked it.
It looks like it.
Isn't this the door that?
No, it's not locked.
Yeah, isn't this the door that Medora
We faked it.
pretended to
You
lock?
did fake it, yes.
Yeah.
And as you rush over, it is still faked. It looks like no one has gone this way since you were
Yeah,
here.
Cora's gonna open it in motion for everybody to go through very quickly.
All right.
go.
I want everyone to make another stealth check. I would say with disadvantage, but I think you have advantage countering your disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
With this,
Don't forget
this
about
would
the
be,
second advantage.
Yeah,
walloping.
like what about like a second advantage?
We've had
Oh my
one advantage.
goodness.
We
yes.
get
What about
plus
second
10.
advantage?
Again, 31.
17.
If-
31.
if
Hopefully,
we-
E3's dragging me.
If they also
28.
got 31.
Question:
Mm-hmm.
What if would it be a straight roll? It's just Cloak of Elven Kind then?
Yeah, I just. took the
Everyone has a
first.
straight roll. Your
Okay.
advantages are countering your disadvantages,
I just. felt it.
Okay.
Yeah, but she has a cloak though that gives her
Yeah, but you
advantage
can't
anyway.
have-
which counters disadvantage. Yep.
Yeah, You can't
Okay.
have 2 advantages. don't
27.
Counted.
Right. You
Nice.
it's not a numeric thing. You either have it or you don't, and you have.
Yeah,
both
that's
in
what
this
I was
case.
curious about. I was like, does
Yeah.
double advantage counter the one
No, there
disadvantage?
is some people house rule it. For this game, I didn't want to do that house rule.
Mhm.
Yeah. I accidentally
what I
rolled
was
with
just-
advantage, but took the first roll, which was the better one anyway. So
Okay. So let's see. What do we have? Where does it start? It started with A3, right?
Yeah.
So we got 31, which succeeds.
28.
28 succeeds. 17 fails. 31 succeeds. 27 succeeds. So enough of you succeeded. You're able to slip by. Cora, since you were the one who like pulled the door open, the lock actually like fell off on the floor. But it happened just at the same time the ogre like knocked himself right into the iron pot, and it let out a loud metallic clang. So he didn't hear you, or they didn't hear you picking up the lock and like putting it back. And you guys
Actually,
are
I
able
would
to-
pick up the lock and like give it to Medora.
Oh.
Medora
can't
just
see
in the
shit.
dark receives this lock and is like,
I would say without
I'm gonna
eyesight.
put it in my pocket.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
taking it with you. Okay,
I'm just like,
you have an oversized padlock. You may add to your
it's
inventory.
in my
That's-
pocket now.
that's also locked, but sure.
Oops, I guess you guys are probably waiting on me to open the door, huh?
No, open this door.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm adding all these things to my backpack.
And actually, I think I misspoke last time. These steps don't go down. These steps go back up
Oh wait,
Oh.
what?
as you, because see how it's darker at the bottom than at the top? That's supposed to be like steps going up.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
So you
Okay.
guys rush through.
Close the door
Oh,
behind
I'm
us.
sorry, Medora.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
closed
guess.
the door.
Entirely where the hallway
There,
is.
yep, you did it right. You did it right. If everybody's in, let me close the door back up. And are you relighting
Yeah.
light sources?
I'd like to take my necklace back out of my shirt, please.
Okay. Give me a second to
I'll
turn
get-
your light back
I'll
on.
get the sword out and whisper the code word.
Wait, what's the code word?
Ball. Or
Mm.
ball.
Okay. You guys are lit.
pancakes.
Sam.
Ether,
Wait,
can I try
pancakes?
something?
Huh?
With what?
I'm gonna whisper to him.
With what?
I'm gonna touch the sword and go, bah.
I don't think it'll work because
Does it do anything?
No.
Does it turn off?
No.
No.
You have to attune
Okay.
to it. So
That would have been really handy though.
hey, you can
He
make
could
light
turn off
anyway.
his light?
All right. Well, there's the
This
hall.
This all looks the same as before. And Cora will start creeping down this hallway
You guys go first.
and
I
not
need
get
to
stuck
be-
in the wall.
You guys, someone else take the lead. I need to be careful with Medora.
Okay, I'm taking the lead.
Sorry.
You do
that's
hear a
back, that's
sound as
okay.
you guys are tiptoeing ahead, though.
Oh, I'll
From
stop.
somewhere. You're not really sure where from, but you can hear a drip, drip, drip.
Did we not?
Somebody just left,
Oh, it
left
was
the
silence
faucet on.
last
That's
time.
fine.
Sounds like it's coming from above you.
I'll look up.
Looking up, you just see the dusty ceiling 20 feet
What's-
above.
What's dripping?
You're not sure.
I pull out my pickaxe and start mining.
There is a little trickle, though, of water. It looks like running down the side of the wall,
water?
coming from somewhere above.
Yeah, I'll touch
Guys,
it.
It doesn't
Watch.
burn.
Did
It feels like water.
did we leave a tap on somewhere?
Guys, do you see this?
I mean, technically, I did.
Wait, did we? In the water temple? Wait, I don't remember.
Do you remember the pit that filled up with
The
water?
pit that E3 fell through, and then Medora left the faucet
yeah.
on.
I thought
But
it had
we
an automatic.
tested it, and it didn't
I'm
go
just
above
gonna,
the
like-
level of the
I-
pit,
Yeah,
though.
it
Like,
turned
as
on.
you
I
guys
didn't.
maybe realize this and look at me, Medora's just like,
I thought it stopped.
It
I'm
didn't.
sure
Yeah, it
that's
stopped
fine.
at the top of the pit.
It did.
Had to go
And
somewhere.
to
though.
be
it's
clear,
gotta
this is
drain
just a
somewhere.
tiny trickle of water, it looks like. Not a whole lot.
Well, you know what? We can worry about plumbing later. Let's keep moving.
you know, architecture and damp. It'd be fine.
This is gonna hurt the resale value, but that's fine.
The water elementals won't be able to use the fact that I'm just
Can I just
flowing
cantrip
water.
shape water on it and just have it like kind of flow through the air?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, like as you're doing this, like weaving your hands, I'm imagining like Scarlet Witch hand waving. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
just like
Like a
kind
little bit
of
of that, the
waving.
water starts to pull away from the wall, like you've just grabbed a string of it and you're just sort of weaving it through the air now. Like,
And then I
it sort of
change it.
dances around your hand. And
Colors a little bit because you can do that with this
Yep.
cantrip.
you could take
And
it
then I'll
with you
freeze it.
technically if you want. Oh, it just turns to ice and then falls, shattering almost silently on the floor.
Oh, I was like, oh.
Almost silently.
I mean, it's just
Like a little
it's
tiny bit of water.
it's the
Okay.
size of a string. I mean, yeah, it's
I just looked
Smaller
back.
than an
Is it
icicle.
still dripping even though I froze the stuff that was coming out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it seems like
It's
wherever it's coming from
continuously
is
coming from
continuous.
Okay.
My bad.
I don't think that was you.
Guys,
It's almost
There's a
like
junction
actions
up
have
here.
consequences.
I don't remember which way we went or which way should we go.
Left.
Oh, wait.
Is
I
where we
want to
went.
go left again.
No.
There's a door straight ahead.
Ithri will do a listen.
I think we should
to
listen.
see- Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll go up to the door and listen,
Oh,
Okay, make a
Oh.
perception check.
and I'll go right past these other two ways.
I meant at the hallways, but okay.
Ithri stood at the junctions listening, so
You can also
Again,
make a
good job
perception check.
communication, guys.
I mean, it was communication. It wasn't very strongly done communication, but it counts, right? Sort of, maybe. No?
Medora's going to just continue to stand by E3 just in case.
oh, Ithri
Also,
wouldn't have let go
you're-
of your hand unless you
No, I'm
unless you
just-
wanted it to happen.
no, very much holding onto your hand because I have, if we're in darkness, I have no way of doing anything.
So Cora,
I got a 13 perception.
you don't hear anything coming from beyond that door.
Okay.
E3.
I got 17.
What's that? What is that? What is that?
Wait, are you asking Ithri?
Oh.
He's the...
No, I'm asking me.
Oh.
What is that? I don't
I was
know.
like,
Let's find out. Is it?
I'm asking you, man.
All quiet.
Is
The
it
only thing you
ice?
hear is only after like several seconds of absolute silence, far, far away, nowhere near, and it's not even clear which path it's coming from. You can hear an anguished scream of pain and misery.
Oh, not again.
Oh, that's
What?
fair. Okay. Cora's gonna rush back. I don't hear
I
anything
think
at
we
the
should
door.
go to the right.
This way.
Sure.
My right or your right?
What do you mean? We're
That
both
way.
facing the same direction.
No, she came
No,
back.
you're over there and I'm over. That way?
That
Oh,
way.
I see.
That way.
Okay.
This way.
Okay, let's go. Oh,
You continue along this path, and I'll let you just move yourselves, but eventually you come to another intersection where you could go left or right, but
I'll just move up to it here.
the corner at that intersection does look a little
Sus.
like there's a funk,
Um,
some
Medora's
mildew,
gonna-
and even some fungal growth on the floor and wall.
Medora at this intersection here has just put a little prestidigitation arrow down on the
Nice.
floor
Okay.
there.
And by the
Just
way,
in
at this
case.
point, gone are the torches that are just left unlit. Like there's nothing to light here. There's empty sconces. So unless you've got torches to actually put in them, that would be the only way you could mark your passage.
Should we go now? Oh wait, hold on. Stilly, what is that ahead that I can see?
Yeah. I
Fungus.
was gonna-
That's
okay,
the fungus here?
down here.
The green.
No, no, no.
No, this that I'm thinking.
over there. You know, it's not clear, nor is it very
It
well
looks
lit.
pretty clear. I can see.
I think we should go left.
It looks like there's some kind of a
Tables?
chamber over there, though. There's definitely like shelves and something over there. You don't hear anything coming from it, but there
There's
could be.
another door and some shelves that way. You
You have
said
to listen
left?
at both directions.
Did you say left? My left or your left?
Everyone's
What is the
left.
wall
I'm just
depict
kidding.
again?
It's the same left this time.
Ithri wants to have a look at this corner
Just
to
kidding. It's
see
the same.
It's the same. I'm just kidding.
to see if there's an obvious source of this funk.
Okay, make a nature
Can I
check.
help with that?
Ava, yes, make a nature check with advantage. Ava, I heard you say something. What did you say?
Oh, I asked what the walls depicted again. Down here?
Down here, they depict fungal infected monsters of all sorts eating
Okay.
naked humans.
Cool.
This is very
Like-
much Zuckmoy themed.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of different beasts though.
Brody
all of them,
The
Schumann.
like-
advantage got you double
like
digits.
A hydra with mushrooms growing from it. Some kind of half lion, half woman covered with mold eating people. You can see that there's these little reptilian lion-like creatures, again covered in fungus, tearing a man apart as a pack. Like just different creatures
Mm-hmm.
infected and seeming to be having a lot of fun. E3.
My nature check
With
was
advantage.
11 with advantage.
So I should say E3 and Nova. Looking at it, it shouldn't be here. There is no source from it. There's no other growth. It's definitely conjured, or maybe a side effect of something that's just triggering it. You have a feeling, though, given context, that something is on this level causing this.
I will share that information with the group, but
Maybe we should
Yeah, I-
stand on it then. If we like tiptoe round.
Yeah, try to avoid it if you can. Is it poisonous at all? Does it appear to be?
I mean,
With
to
my knowledge
eat,
of
yes.
fungal growths.
To touch, probably not.
Okay. Well, if you get hungry, don't eat this.
wasn't planning it. But thanks for the heads up.
Listen, some people in this group might, okay?
I mean, yeah.
Junko, like, disappointedly taking off her bib and, like, putting her silverware away.
Fine.
Junko would be more like trying to map this area, like basically with lines. Fill it in the details later.
Alright, I think we should go left.
Medora's gonna just
They like to go left.
put another little arrow there.
Just keep going.
It feel like left
Oh,
feels
there's
like
some. There's some up
There's more. There's a lot more fungus. And
stuff up here.
the entire northern wall is just lined with it, like it's growing through the wall, in spite of the wall being completely solid.
That looks crazy up ahead.
Can I try something stupid, maybe?
Sure.
Can
Hey,
I try cutting some of the fungus off and see if it grows back quickly?
Okay.
Yeah, a quick slice and it comes right off and just disintegrates as soon as it breaks contact. And you
Ah.
see, like, for a moment, there's just clean wall, and then it just regrows in a second.
a spores druid would be having a field day down here.
They'd probably be making wisdom
Dirt!
saves to avoid turning
Where's
evil.
dirt?
Shit.
Sorry. One shot thing.
There's some kind of magic circle glip thing ahead.
What do you mean? Like it
On the
looks
fl-
like
on
a
the
trap
floor, like
magic
it's a
circle
design.
glyph?
No,
Oh, just
it's
a
like a
design.
design
Oh,
on
okay.
the floor.
You should check it for traps before you go any further.
I'll check for traps.
Are you guys proceeding
before you
forward
step
to?
on it.
Okay.
No, I check for traps.
If you guys could put the masks up I gave you.
If
Medora,
you're okay,
you might
the
need
mask out and put
you
it
might
on.
need to put a bandana on.
You didn't give me a
You
mask.
gave us masks?
Yeah, I did at one point because I wanted
I
you
didn't
guys
get
to-
a mask.
Ages ago.
Yeah, you did. I did early on.
Way long ago,
Oh,
yeah.
I think I used it as a headband,
I think you did.
I wasn't there.
and I lost it.
I think that was back in Emerdy Meadow.
I went into the river when I.
I have
don't think
like
I have
a-
it anymore.
Kind of cowl thing. I'll
I have a scarf. If
Either way,
anyone
you guys can
needs
cover.
it.
You have an. I'm assuming you can.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
something
Axel.
Just
to
use
like,
my hair.
filter the air, just, you know. Even if it
Bring up
doesn't work,
those-
it makes me
if it's
feel
I'll have
better.
poison
a
spores,
piratey
yeah.
bandana. Just-
Yeah.
I'll poke around for pit
Okay.
traps.
As you guys continue forward, you don't find any traps or anything like that. Obviously, more and more fungal growth that starts to get further and further from the wall and onto the floor. But eventually, and by eventually I mean 20 feet ahead, the hall opens into a chamber. The merest glance herein reveals the past purpose of this circular chamber.
That's my character. Adora.
A place.
Of your character, so I can get mine out from under you.
I'm
It
attached
is-
to
I
E3.
accidentally put myself underneath your character and I couldn't get her
How
back
did
up.
you even
Like,
manage?
If you
I
wanted
don't
a hug, you should have just
know.
said.
I'm sorry.
Goodness, between you and Ashley getting your tokens stuck in places.
I don't get
Um,
mine stuck in walls, okay? That's all that.
No, just in
It's
people,
really
which isn't
easy
even
to
supposed
do.
to be.
Okay?
Neither one is supposed to be possible. Yours should always be on the top layer for you, the owner.
Man, I don't know.
I don't understand. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, never mind.
Yes, you do know what happened.
The circular chamber. Right. Focus. The circular chamber looks to be a place for alchemical experimentation. The walls and floor are covered with graven symbols, glyphs indicating the elements, metals, other alchemical stuff. There are benches and work tables which line the walls. Upon them are flasks, retorts, crucibles, etc. You see 3 braziers, each of a different size, all aligned in the middle of the room, piled with plates and dishes which hold heaps of strange powders, granules, and crystals. Beakers and flasks here and there are filled with odd substances. And yes, that is correct. One of them is lit.
I'm gonna recommend we don't touch anything in here.
I
Like about to touch something. Oh, okay.
the thing that is lit, is it just like regular fire, or is it like a different color? Could
It
look
looks like
it's
regular fire.
producing the spores on the walls, like causing that? Like,
I mean, as far as you can tell, it looks like regular fire. If you want, you could make an Arcana check to try to see if they're linked.
okay, I can do that.
What'd you get?
I got
You know,
a
you're not
6.
sure.
It's
Does it
fire.
look like they move around or are they stationary on the floor?
So they are hooked on like little inverted boom arms that are coming out of the floor. So like you can move them around a little bit within that 10-foot space.
Okay, but it's not like I'm asking if it's like a celestial alignment type thing, but for elements of the earth, essentially.
But there's only 3.
But there's only 3.
So you would say it moves in a similar way, but no, it doesn't seem like it's that specific.
Medora would like to just sneak through to here, just so she can see.
Did we check like this floor for traps of any kind? People who are good at that?
I would, since you guys made a point of looking, I would say you know
yeah.
there's, or you haven't found any traps.
I think
I'll start-
we should try not to touch any of the like ingredients and stuff. But if there are any notes, that would
Yeah,
be helpful.
I'll look for like maps, papers, spicy journal entries.
There are no books or
Spicy
pages
journal
whatsoever in
entries.
here. It looks like it's all just the practical
No gossip or
ingredients and
tea?
tools. Mm-mm. I mean, there's little flasks and bits of pottery and powders and chunks of metal and such, but
Guess this was just an alchemist lab, right?
I mean, do any of the ingredients look like common ingredients that like Junko or I would have seen making potions, or that we would use as spell components, or anything
Some-
like that?
Some are more recognizable than others. You can make an intelligence check, or if you have any proficiencies like with tools or such that would be relevant to this specifically, you could roll that.
I mean, I
instead.
have proficiency in an herbalism kit. Does
I would. That
help?
would be one. Yes, you can make that. So you'd make it a. You'd add your proficiency bonus to this. Otherwise, it's an
Oh.
intelligence check with that proficiency.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Medora would like to see if
Intelligence.
any of the like flasks and things are literally just like alcoholic drinks.
That's a 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, so you recognize some, but there's a lot here that you really it's beyond you. Same thing, Medora. The first thing is that some of the powders are the same as some of the chunks, just in a powdered form. And among those chunks, you recognize copper, silver, electrum, gold, and platinum chunks, and conversely, powder.
Jeez.
Though there's no actual coins, just chunks of those respective metals. Let's see. I don't think would have rolled high enough to recognize that. There's a small pottery flask filled with some kind of strange silvery material. There's a pewter funnel. You find that there are some empty metal flasks, some empty glass vials.
Those could be handy to have.
You do find a bar of what you recognize to be red sealing wax.
Oh, like for
What is
letters and
that?
stuff?
Um,
And you find a steel stirring rod, a mortar and pestle, and some long-handled spoons of various sizes. So the only thing you really can't
Spoon.
identify is that strange silvery
Can I take
stuff.
that strange silvery stuff?
Wait, I thought we were
I said
supposed to
don't touch
it.
anything, and then I'm like, can I take this?
Yep. Hey, that's okay.
Don't touch it.
Impulsive.
I'm gonna touch it.
I mean, Medora would like to take the mortar and pestle and the vials and
That's
the
fine.
flasks.
That's fine.
I think the
Um,
vials. I more meant don't touch the stuff in the braziers because I was worried that was some kind of like.
That's where
Okay,
like the
so-
different metal, like copper and electrum and that stuff is.
Yeah,
So
like I was
if you've
concerned about
if
that.
you've clarified that, can Medora just like sneakily
think if
fill up
you
one of the
see
vials
me-
with gold powder? She's like,
if you
"This is
see me
gold
picking up
chunks."
this silvery liquid, then yeah, you
Like,
do you. You know, I
If
just
you
meant the
guys are
stuff
all
in the middle
distracted by
because-
you taking a flask of silver, Medora's just gonna fill one up with gold chunks and just shove it.
No, the last time we
Uh,
touched like weird stuff on a weird altar with braziers, a ghostly thing attacked us all. So
Hey, you don't have to keep
no-
bringing that up.
No ghostly thing
I
attacks
just
you this
don't
time.
want it to happen again.
But you are able to fill a vial with about an equivalent amount of gold powder equal to what would be the weight of 20 gold pieces.
Okay.
Nice.
So basically 20 gold pieces worth of powdered gold. Nova, the pottery flask weighs 12 pounds with all of that stuff in it.
Whoa, okay. I
And do me a
don't-
favor. Can you mark that this was in room 329 so I can easily go back and when
Yes.
you get it identified?
In that case, I'm gonna be in my bag like, oh, this is a little bit heavy, and I have more room, but I'm gonna look at E3 and go, can you carry some dragon scales?
I mean, you'll have to come find me, but Ithri will be willing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can I also take the sealing wax?
Yep.
Right? Wait,
Absolutely.
is this the baby dragon we murdered? How are those scales looking?
They're just scales. They're not flesh.
They look
Okay, I'll
normal.
keep them. Nope, don't even worry
I'm,
about it.
I'm
I'll just-
happy to take
No,
them.
no, no,
It
no,
was-
no, no, no.
It was just a question about like, are they looking useful?
I took them for you so you could use them to make something.
Cute. Oh wait, are
Mm,
they individual
yeah.
scales? I presumed it was like
yeah, I have.
Oh, I presumed it was like a dragon
how many
hide.
do
Yeah,
I-
I'll take that. That's
Oh
fine.
no! Like I peeled off the scales.
Nice. How many of those?
I just have 12 pounds worth. I don't know how many that is.
At
A lot.
least 2.
That's a lot.
At least,
Yeah.
at least 2.
At
So
least 2.
that's why I was like gonna trade this 12-pound thing out for the 12 pounds of white dragon scales.
Okay. Dragon.
Are there any other
Again?
objects that are non sort of potion making type things?
I mean,
Any
like, there's
drawers to open?
no. Honestly, like, this is the stuff that I've described that you found. With assuming you've gone through the things, like you found the spoons, the steel stirring rod, the mortar and pestle, etc. It's actually very disappointingly mundane, seemingly.
Well,
I'm going to take 2 spoons as well so I can learn how to play them.
Okay.
all right, cool.
Not down here, I hope, whilst we're being stealthy.
Yes, full
Just like-
stealth.
Could make a good distraction.
I mean, I could just throw them at people as well.
Cool.
Go.
Oh yeah, but only 2 spoons. I'm not a heathen. I'm not going to take
Not a
all their
monster.
spoons. They won't be able
Okay.
to make tea otherwise.
How big are the spoons?
They have all sorts of different
Can I
sizes.
get a really
I take
big
little
one?
ones.
I want to
Like,
take
they
a really
have-
big one.
They have spoons for like teaspoons, 1/8 of a teaspoon.
No,
um,
like a really big one. Like this big? Not that big.
Like a ladle.
yeah,
yeah,
they
like a
have
ladle.
jumbo ladles. They have
I'm gonna
like
take a ladle. I'll
stirring
need
spoons.
that for pancakes.
Okay.
I wrote ladle for pancakes.
Okay.
Okay. Should we go back and then? Now we're gonna go left.
By the way, you only took the gold powder. You guys didn't want any of the copper, silver, electrum, or platinum, did you?
There's a
I mean,
lot.
if I'm allowed,
platinum,
I will take
but
all of
not
it in
the
all of ours.
Are
I'm
you
sick
really?
of Electrum.
I'm a pirate. It's treasure.
Okay. Well,
I just-
you get
Okay, so she
40
will not be controlling our party funds.
40 coin worth of copper powder,
For 40
That is a
copper.
lot. Oh, no, it's not.
30 coins worth of silver powder,
Yeah. I've done my gold.
30 coins worth of electrum powder. Now here's the one everybody's excited about, or you ought to be excited about.
I'm trying to do this stealthily. Like, I don't know there's a party fund.
And 10 coin worth
true, you
of
don't.
platinum powder.
Nice.
The chunks, I would say, would be a little too overt to just sneak out of here.
Oh yeah, I'm just doing the powder. And if all else fails, it's glitter.
Expensive glitter.
Very expensive glitter. Like, just to be clear, this does not equate to the coins themselves. Like, you can't just spend this stuff, but maybe an alchemist might be thrilled about it or something.
Or a smith.
Yeah, you could probably sell it.
Glitter!
She's just
No.
gonna use it as glitter.
Like send it in the mail as a glitter bomb.
Hey, if I need to do a performance at any
Does spell
point,
gl-
we are
glitter
set
dust
for
Exist
effects.
in this.
So you guys make your way back out of this alchemy laboratory
Or
along the creepy fungal wall.
I'll avoid the fungus as much as I can.
Oh wow, we picked the way that's a dead end. Well, we know now.
Fun
It's
thing,
not
though.
a dead end. There's a door here.
There is a strange, smooth, perfectly clean swath through the mold and along the floor going east.
If 3 checks the ceilings.
Looking up at the ceiling, there's a little bit of drip, drip, drip of some dark liquid.
The blood.
Kind of ooze.
Is it in there?
There's a slimy thing again.
Wait, what?
Remember when we went in the cave?
Yeah.
No.
I checked the ceiling over here.
Which cave?
What cave?
The cave.
So overgame, the cave we stayed in on the way from Hummelbank to Noct.
Oh, I don't think you
and
were there for that
fought
one.
The,
I was
Sarah.
absent. Mhm.
Yeah.
We fought some oozes.
Where I used spike growth, or not me.
Yep,
but-
that was the
Yep.
one.
Yeah. You were
Yep.
you were strong in that fight.
Unfortunately, I do not have that spell prepared today, I don't think. No.
That is okay.
Oh, no. Oh, no, maybe I do. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, I don't.
You don't see like anything overtly just hanging out in the floor or wall or anything like that, though. I mean, it could be an ooze, or maybe somebody just like ran a vacuum cleaner along the floor
No,
here.
they didn't.
Yeah, okay.
I would keep my eyes peeled for news or something similar or worse.
You want to
I'll,
make a perception check for me?
I would love to, actually.
Maybe it's a gelatinous cube.
That's gonna be
Um,
19.
Ah,
Oh, there it is.
well, yeah, okay, it's black pudding. You see a black pudding just slowly making its way along the ceiling,
Towards us.
minding
Where
its
is
own
it right now?
business. But it seems like it's
In E3, do you need more materials? We
cleaning
can kill
things
it.
up.
Oh, it's just
Really
their.
not.
Oh,
It's their
he's doing his
Roomba.
job. He's the janitor. Okay,
It's
we'll
just
just
the
leave him be.
Roomba. Just leave them.
Yeah.
You listening at that door?
Do you relay that?
I'm going to look right there. And I'll point to it, which I was not pinged where it is, so
It's just ahead of you in the hall.
okay.
On the
As
ceiling.
in ahead of Cora.
Mm-hmm. Ahead of Junko.
So like,
So between us,
yeah.
I imagine.
Sorry, I'm on a different map looking for something real quick.
Well,
I have to. I have to.
Are you bringing it out?
You guys are forcing me. No, I'm not necessarily, but I might. Don't tempt me.
No, he's just doing his janitorial duties. Leave him. He's
Um,
trying to earn
you-
a paycheck.
Don't
I will never
hear
be
anything through
underneath
that
this
door.
thing.
I didn't make a check.
Oozes speak common.
Oh, you can. I was
They
using
don't speak.
passive, but you can actively roll for that.
Nope,
That's
too late now.
fine. Well, up ahead though, in that actual room, I realize I forgot to tell you what you see.
Yeah.
It's an oddly shaped chamber, almost like someone made it with RNG, lined with shelves which still contain many empty containers. You see bottles,
Gary.
flasks, alembics, retorts, and other such paraphernalia typical to an alchemist's or a wizard's laboratory. On the floor are more mundane items: a large box of chalk, sacks of charcoal, jugs of turpentine and fuel oil, candles of various colors, etc. Sufficient material seems herein to stock a small shop and supply a wizard or two with their full spell components.
Dracon stirs.
I'm taking the chalk, definitely.
Sure.
Please.
Take as much chalk as you want.
Yeah, I guess I would just definitely walk by the black pudding and check out this area.
Seeing as I've got the chalk, I would go back and put a chalk mark here instead.
Okay. fine.
And also
Right.
sneak back with my necklace and change that one
Don't.
to
No.
the chalk.
No. Okay. Girl, you gotta stop going off on your own. You gotta stop doing that.
Okay.
So
You
impulsive.
lost-
She's like running there. She's like sneaky chalk, and then comes back.
and
I
Nova's
hope
just
You're
like,
a pirate.
Fortunately, there is no random encounter while you're away doing that.
And that's
I-
why you don't run away.
uh,
As you guys are moving through here, if there's anything in particular you want to swipe that might be of a mundane sort, just mention it and I'll tell you if it's here or not. But
I would like to make it very apparent I will never go under that ooze.
yeah, like you can skirt the wall past it, no problem.
Ethri's
To
just
get into
watching it like it's his prey, or maybe like it's
Yeah.
predator. I don't
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, it's predator versus predator at this point, you know?
know.
Would that make you guys the aliens?
Savannah.
There is a lot of fungus growing in here as well.
Are there any like bits of cloth that would be suitable for, say, bandages? and
Yes.
things?
Yes. Enough, in fact, that you could refill a healer's kit up to its max number of charges.
Does anyone have one?
Yeah, Cora has two.
Do you want
Or
to do that?
do you want Did you want bandages?
Yeah, I mean, I can use them on you guys.
Refill that healer's kit.
How many did you say there were?
You just
Enough to refill a healer's kit.
So a full, like 10?
Yeah.
Yep. It'll put you back up to 10.
Gotcha.
May I look for a secret door right here?
Yeah. Make a
Area.
perception check.
Oh, that was almost 17 on the die. 10.
10.
The dice
see
hurt my
one.
feelings.
Medora's gonna head back to E3. She's rated through everything.
Are there any candle sconces over here I can, like, maybe tug on a little?
No, that whole wall is kind of overgrown in
Oh.
mold and fungus.
Oh,
Maybe-
that
maybe
wall.
why
I thought
you
you meant,
can't.
like, over here. With the rock.
I mean
Oh,
that
that's the
too, but the whole wall that you were looking at is very like
Yeah.
overgrown.
You know what? Save me still stands. I would have kept looking there, because, you know, sometimes there's a whole cave underneath, you know, some vines.
Mm-hmm.
A3 is going to see if he can look under the door. See if there's a light source beyond it.
You can look under the door. There is no light source.
Okay. Guys, are we?
Do you want me to throw, like, a pebble?
To do what with the pebble?
I'm gonna find, like, a little tiny thing and cast light on it, and then be like, I can put this under door?
Hey,
That would... I mean,
let's just open the door,
Okay.
right?
A3 opens the door.
The door opens.
I throw a
Easily,
pebble in.
It's not locked. You see a set of steep stairs which ascend back up to the second level. A burnt torch stub lies at the foot of the bottom step.
Wait, these stairs go up, did you say?
Yes.
These stairs go up. This isn't the right way.
We can see what's at the top of them, and then
Uh,
come back down if it's not the right way.
sure.
Like it might not.
Who's
Like
the,
it might
mo-
go somewhere.
who's the most
I don't
sneaky?
know. Not me.
Make me
I have a
move.
+1 to stealth.
Me, and Medora starts walking.
Okay.
Let's decide first before we just start going. We had this conversation. You're stressing me out.
You're also got no
If you-
vision.
Yeah, you can't see.
Let me go and not see what's up there.
Medora, no. I can do it if okay. I
Okay.
check for
What?
traps too.
Do you want me to go with you, or are you okay by yourself?
Company would be nice.
Okay, I'll
I
sneak
have a
with you,
question.
'cause I can see too.
Is there an answer?
E.
We've been in
Not
this
for us.
temple long enough to know
Mm-hmm.
like general size of this building,
Mm-hmm.
you'd say?
Yeah.
So if I was trying to locate an object using a spell,
Mm-hmm.
would I know that like I could kind of cast that because it's 1,000 feet? Sarah is me in real life kind of really bad with visualizing sizes of distances.
Over game, last session, it worked for me, and we went quite a long way, and we were well within range.
To give you
Okay.
some
Does
context,
that
as far
work?
as you know, the temple is about 350 feet wide
Okay.
by
And how deep?
I'm looking, by about 500 feet long.
okay.
And each level seems to have a height of between 20 and 40 feet. So
Okay. So that
detect object would probably work anywhere within the
anywhere.
temple, provided there isn't some magical barring of whatever.
Do we know how many floors there are?
Yeah, we do. There's the main
How many?
cathedral and then 4 underneath it.
So 20 to 40.
One more
from-
under us.
So from the
okay.
ground a maximum of 160 feet down.
Oh,
If you're
perfect.
saying 20 to 40.
Yeah.
That's maximum. It might be less.
Unless the
In
fourth
that-
floor is taller.
In that case, while they're peeking up the stairs,
Hmm.
I want to cast locate object and try to. I want to locate Valdriel's spellcasting totem.
Okay, I will come back to you
Yeah,
in
no
just a
worries.
moment. So you two who are going up the stairs, I'm not going to move you to the other map because I don't want to, but
Fair.
the stairs ascend to an identical landing, opening the door. You find yourselves in the corridor just outside of the cafeteria that sort of connects with that hall with the dungeons where you found Lady Tilahi.
Oh, okay.
Do you know where I'm talking about?
That was more on the eastern side.
The far eastern side. Yep.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
In fact, it would be just north of where you had the rhinoceros and the palm tree incident.
Okay. Oh god.
Good times.
So that Junko, Cora, that's what you two see.
I'll head back up.
Down.
Oh, rhinoceros. Our first fan art.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nova, you are casting the spell.
I am.
Oh, fuck me. All right, give me a second.
You weren't prepared for this?
I mean,
I
we
really should have
literally
been.
did this last time.
It is, you do detect it below you and only a little to the south, like maybe 40 feet south and below.
Okay.
Don't say it.
I wish. Would take forever.
Where's
Just start
Sione when we need her?
hammering the floor with my
Right?
maul.
Okay, so you know where we saved the prisoners? It kind of comes up by that cafeteria area.
Okay,
okay.
cool.
Well, I guess we can go back now.
Should we go and see what's through that door?
Which one?
The one you.
The one, the
listened
one
at.
at
The one
the
I
first
looked at?
fork. Yeah,
I didn't hear anything.
that's a good sign. Hopefully.
What did you guys say was at the top of here?
It was like a jail, like where they held prisoners.
Somewhere,
and stuff.
somewhere. It's the second floor. We've been there before. It's cafeteria.
Is there anything that would identify it to you?
What do you mean?
Like, is there something that specific? Because Medora wasn't there. Is there anything from up there that would be really obvious that was it?
Doors are smashed, like as if a rhino went through it.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah, there's that, and it looks like a bunch of jail cells. So.
Yeah, it's like a.
Medora's
oh,
just
yeah.
going to put rhino on that door. She's marking things with chalk as we go.
As you guys make your way back to the earlier intersection, you leave a lot of the fungal growth behind, or do you? Now that you look closer, you'll notice it's all over the place here.
Yeah.
It was here the first time we went through this.
It was.
Just.
I
I
more
like to think you
subtle.
guys were like individuals on a mission, and like it didn't really.
Worried about a vampire.
Yeah.
Is that black pudding still just vacuuming the ceiling?
Yes, it is.
We can chill there.
Good job.
Yeah. It's got like its headphones on. You know, you can
Yeah.
hear the dull whine of the.
Just listening to like EDM music.
Yeah.
Heavy metal.
You see the iron door once again.
I'll
Iron?
test to see if it's
Mhm.
locked.
It is not.
Junko, where you at?
Want me to go first?
I want to check for traps.
Oh, okay. I am
I
not
was told
good
I
at
should
it.
do that. I'm helping
Investigation?
you.
With advantage?
You'd have advantage, yeah. And this would be
Investi-
investigation. Because you can see the door, you know. You know.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, I'm so glad that was with advantage.
Yep.
19.
Looking the door over, it doesn't appear to be trapped.
And you said it was unlocked?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ready?
I guess. Yes.
The door opens. And you see an
Hiya!
area 10
Oh.
feet wide, 50 feet long. It looks to like it was meant principally for the reading and writing of spells. Cressets are filled to the walls at 10-foot fitted. I was like, filled? That doesn't make any sense. I think I typoed. Fitted. Cressets are fitted to the walls at 10-foot intervals. A long, slanted shelf is along the north wall, with many stools spaced along its 30-foot length. You see sheets of vellum and parchment still lying on the shelf, accompanied on an upper ledge by quills of all sorts and colors, small pots with oddly carved stoppers, and candlesticks. A small writing desk stands at the west end of this area, and a lectern at the far east end. Opposite each of these objects is an arched opening leading north. So 2 arched openings, no doors, just open. There are several small chairs along the south wall. What do you guys do?
Get
What's
sad
a
Draken's
crescent?
not here. Yeah, I also don't
I'll
know what a
meander
crescent
in
is.
to the left and start looking around at stuff.
What is a crescent and how do you spell it?
Yeah, what's a crescent?
A crescent is like a mount on the wall where maybe you'd put a torch, I believe.
Oh.
Anything going on over here?
Well, yeah. The archways open to an inner chamber, which is an obviously abandoned laboratory, probably for magical research and experimentation. Oops. Mouse, please. 4 long benches in this 80-foot by 20-foot area are filled with paraphernalia of all kinds. You see a flowing fountain of water in the southwest corner, but almost all of the rest of the wall is taken up by shelves supporting all sorts of containers: bottles, jars, boxes, baskets, jugs, flasks, vials, etc. All different shapes, all different sizes imaginable. These hold magical ingredients of nearly every imaginable sort, from rare herbs and spices to monster bits and fluids. You see ape teeth, basilisk scales, cockatrice feathers, elephant hide, fox dung, gorgon tongue, hydra blood, etc. Cupboards sometimes replace the open shelves. Many open bins are also built into the shelves. Peering into them, you see different sorts of earth, seeds, bits of fur, dried leaves of various sorts, flower petals, bark chips, metals of various forms and types, including rods, wire, small ingots, thin strips, chunks, filings, powder of iron, brass, tin, lead, zinc, bronze, steel, and others unknown to you. It's a lot.
Any uranium?
I don't know that you'd recognize it on sight, but yes.
Oh, okay.
Is,
Oh, God.
Is this place look like all dusty, like things haven't been touched in a really long time? Or
Oh, no.
Does it just look like...
No, it looks like it sees use.
Hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Y'all, I think this be Hector's chambers.
Let's trap it.
Only.
E3 is gonna. Is it all marked? Is it all labeled, or is it?
No, none of it is. Unfortunate. I would say, Nova, you recognize some of this as obvious druid components for druid magic. But
Interesting.
there are others that you don't recognize that essentially translate to wizard components and clerical components.
I don't.
Even
They
some
got like the
bard
whole
components, like
spell casting arsenal in here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I don't suppose that anywhere in here there's the blood of an air elemental, is there? I can't read. I can't see any labels.
Make an Arcana check.
I
That
can
was
help
also
you look
said
if
out
you'd
loud.
like.
Yes, please.
I'll look for that
In
as
fact,
well.
maybe
Okay, then-
it would be better if you looked instead of me.
Someone may
I have a
ma-
plus
one person
0,
may make
so-
it with advantage.
Okay, I'll make it. It's fine.
You should just make it. It's your thing.
I'll make it. It's my thing.
Yeah,
One of
yeah,
those
yeah,
was
yeah.
an 18.
Hey,
That advantage.
amazingly, yeah, you actually find one nearly empty jar of air elemental blood.
I'm taking it. I can't even remember what I needed it for. I'll figure that out later.
I was about to ask, but I won't.
What I need it for?
Yeah.
Smithing.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna take some seeds.
Okay.
I
and
don't
I
know
would
what they
say
are,
that
but-
many of these things, Ashlo, you recognize as very much usable in the crafting of magical gear.
There's nothing else unless there's glitter dust touched by a fey creature.
You want to look for
That's-
that?
Sure. That's the only other thing I know that I need.
You can do an investigation check.
We'll
and if you're
help.
getting help, with advantage.
I shall do an investigation check and.
It'll take 30 minutes, though, just so you know.
Oh, if people want to
Uh,
move
What?
on,
Or
this is not
it could be,
important.
depending on how well you roll, it could be
12.
12. Okay, yeah, it takes about 30 minutes, but yeah, you actually find exactly that.
Holy shit.
I mean, if people want to move on before I found it, I'm okay with that.
Well, we can't leave you behind.
Yeah, as in I will leave. That's fine.
No, you already rolled the
No, no,
dice.
no. It's
Okay.
fine.
It's done.
My
Nice.
locate object is gone.
Oh no. I'm sorry. Spent too much
Okay.
time looking for stuff.
Well,
You're
you
fine.
could use it
You-
again to see
You've
if
been
it
looking.
moved.
You've been looking for that stuff. I could, yeah. It would just use my last second level spell slot, so maybe I'll wait a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
mean, I still have one magic help I can do, but
Don't worry about it. I usually get a first level spell slot from those, anyways. I while he's doing that, I guess I'll keep an eye on this door. I don't want somebody to sneak up on us.
hey, it says I haven't. My thing says I haven't used any, but I'm sure I did.
Well, we did long rest since the last time you used it.
Did we? I haven't clicked the
Yeah.
long rest button.
Yeah.
We long rested before all the stuff with Romag, so
Yep.
All right, cool. I've got 3 options. Three. I've got 3 times I can use that.
Oh, I guess we have to go this way now, huh?
Well,
Sure.
there are some alcoves in the east wall that you have not yet viewed.
Huh?
We can sort of see into them. Is there anything without?
You'd
going
have
into
to-
them?
one of them looks like
Oh.
Without going into them, you wouldn't really be able to get much.
Oh, I'll check. I'll check
However,
those out. I didn't
well, no,
realize.
go back where you just were.
Here?
Mm.
Because
Which time? I moved around a
just
lot.
a
sorry.
minute
There.
ago, when you were like in
the
the,
bottom
yeah,
one. Yeah.
when you were in like the middle of the room,
You didn't go
Me?
into the middle of the room.
actually, right there, it was Medora, not you.
Oh, okay.
At about this point,
What? No.
oh yes,
What?
I'm afraid so.
We
As a
didn't look
Hector?
up.
Well, you didn't, but good news. The ceiling is perfectly fine and perfectly safe. That's the good news.
Bad news.
The bad
You're
news
all
is
gonna
from
die.
under that shelf right in the middle of the north wall, 2 super long tentacles snap out, one for Medora and one for E3.
The fuck?
The fuck?
An octopus lives
And
here?
Headrex into hentai. Okay.
E3.
Hello.
We were good at seeing that.
Does 20 hit your armor class?
Yeah.
Okay. The tentacle wraps around you and you are grappled. And also
Rude.
restrained. Does 16 hit your armor class? You are grappled and restrained as these tentacles come out from under the table, snatching both of you and beginning to
Under the
reel you
table?
in. I'm going to need
is that?
everyone to roll initiative.
What is that?
Hell,
I can't even see it. I'm behind. This is a
Oh,
wall,
actually,
right?
I need to add you guys to the turn tracker first.
Um,
Yeah, that is
It's
a wall.
Okay. Like a full wall, not a half wall.
Correct. So what you're probably hearing is some squawks of surprise. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. That's why that's not doing it correctly. So we've got a Medora on there.
Oh.
We've got Junko. We've got Nova. We've got E3. Where is Cora? Cora was over here. And I will say for purposes of this, Cora, that you didn't yet have time to fully
I gotcha.
look in there.
The heck
Alert.
is that thing?
Oh
Mind
no,
you-
is that a what you call it? Ava, you know what that is.
Yeah, I've been in one's mouth for quite a bit of time.
Oh, you were in its
Whoa.
mouth for like 3 rounds, you big baby.
It was asking me questions on a stupid character.
Okay.
It was asking you questions.
They
Uh,
I feel like that's not the
question.
worst.
They like to
What's your
ask
dexterity?
questions.
Never mind. I already know it's higher than it, so I'm moving it down to a 9.
Likes to ask you
Oh, thank
questions while it
goodness it-
eats you.
That's only in
does.
Pathfinder, though, to be fair.
It was
Okay.
not in Pathfinder. You did it.
So that was the surprise round.
I could do surprise rounds too.
I will allow you to react as you see
Okay.
this tentacle suddenly grab Medora.
I am going to take a 5-foot step,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow. My bow. Short bow. That's the right word.
Okay. It has some
20.
cover. But it doesn't
Natural
matter because you rolled a natural 20. Critical hit.
Nice.
Nice.
You don't
That's
get
a way to
sneak
start
attack,
off combat.
sadly, but
Ah.
you do crit. Wow. Actually, well done.
Of damage.
12 damage.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
go right for. Do I see eyeball?
Like looking under, yeah, you see this horrible fleshy sack stuffed under this shelf and a giant red eyeball peering out at you,
I'm just gonna shoot it.
and many more writhing tentacles around it. So you shoot it, the arrow kind of lodges into its eye, and it lets out a angry shriek, and you see one of the tentacles just wrap around it and rip it right out like a needle.
Ugh.
Nasty.
Medora, you are grappled and restrained. What would you like to do? There's not a whole lot you can, I think, while
I
restrained,
mean,
unfortunately.
I can. I can actually cast. I think. Hang on.
I'm looking at restrain right now. Restrain means your speed is 0. You have disadvantage on dex saves. All attacks against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, including spell attack rolls.
But you can still presumably attack and therefore cast.
Yep.
I can cast the cantrip Vicious Mockery as only voice.
Sure.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So are you doing that?
Yep. That's pretty much all I think I can do.
Do you first of all, that's a
I-
wisdom saving throw, yes?
Wisdom 16.
17.
This is one smart tentacle tree thing.
Mhm.
And I would like to use any of my just turn to just wriggle around.
Is there
Be
any
annoying.
particular anything you say to it for this insult? What kind of vicious mockery are we talking here?
I mean, I'm grappled. It's obviously not vicious at all. So she's
Fair
just
enough.
like, your tentacles are rubbish. And that's all she
Oh.
says. That's why it fails.
Yeah. Okay. Just so you guys know, if you want to try to break free from the tentacles, it is an action and a dice roll, but you can technically try. All right. But well, you insulted it, or you tried to.
Yeah. I tried
It's
to
got
insult
thick
it.
skin though, apparently. Nova.
I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I'll move here. And let me make sure my measurement is correct. Believe. I will cast Thunderwave at this thing.
Ooh. Okay. That's gonna mess with some of the shit
That's
on the
gonna
shelves
hopefully
between you
mess
and it.
with, well, and the grapple, hopefully.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Let's see. Okay.
It's a con save.
Okay. Yeah, so let me make a con save. Ooh,
Okay.
19 on the die. I'm guessing I'm gonna make that save.
Yeah, my DC is
22.
14. Yeah. So it just takes 5 damage.
Okay. And in doing this, many of like the components and magical ingredients on the table between you and it are sent flying off the table. One of them's like knocked over, and as all these
Yeah.
different things crash on the floor and begin to mix together, there is sort of a dispersal of gas. It fades in seconds, but in this
Okay.
time, E3, Nova, actually, E3, Nova, and Medora, I need all of you to make strength saving
It would have
throws.
just pushed them towards the thing, though.
Mhm. They would have smashed on the floor, which then filled the space because it created like a gas. It didn't fill the entire chamber, but it filled like that central.
19 for me.
19. Okay. 8. 15. Okay, Medora, you're the only one who might have this effect, and you're probably the least one impacted by it. Your weapons become rubber.
I probably don't notice yet. But okay.
Don't ruin that
If
plus
I
2
was there-
longsword I gave you.
Would my fists have become rubber?
Good question. But just some random chaos of like mixing chemicals and magical components and such. And
God.
for the record, they aren't all necessarily going to be gases. Where did I put my turn order? There it is. After Nova, wait, it still takes half damage, doesn't it?
Yeah, 5.
5? Okay, sorry, I think I missed that. You might have already said that. Okay. It does not break any of its grapple hold on anyone, but it does sort of shudder under the shelf where it's at. Cora, it is your turn. You were just about to that alcove when suddenly the yelp started and the tentacles.
Ah! I fly into action. I charge at it. I don't really charge, but
Rush toward it.
I
Okay.
rush toward it.
All right.
Hey!
Keeping in mind that it is
Look out!
tucked under the shelf, so it has cover.
I'll get down there and I'll just start punching it.
Check here, I'll do this.
I'll
so
punch
it's
a
easy so we
tentacle
don't
that's
forget.
hanging onto Medora. Hey, let go! Actually, no, I'm not gonna punch it. I'm gonna use my my
Plus 3 quarterstaff?
butter. My butter. My re-butter.
Ugh.
I butter my toast.
Okay. Buttering my toast is what you're doing.
It's plus 3.
Plus
13.
3. Okay. That's unfortunately not going to hit.
I'll keep going. I'm just like, let go.
Okay.
21.
21 would have hit, but the cover, it's under that shelf taking
You son
advantage of
a
the
bitch.
cover. So
Okay.
it doesn't hit.
I don't know why I'm rolling that. And my bonus,
Mm-hmm.
I'll get 2, right? I get
Mhm.
2. No, I get
Mhm.
1. Right. What?
Oh no, it's if you use flurry that you get 2.
Yeah.
I think.
We know. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just too well lodged under there, and it's protecting itself with the tentacles in this little cramped in space.
Well, I'm just gonna keep telling it to let go.
Okay, it's not. In fact, now
Fair
that
enough.
it's its turn, it is going to use a multi attack First of all, to attack with 4 of its tentacles. Cora, this is targeting you.
But why me?
11 to hit.
No.
All right, second tentacle, also for Cora. 9 to hit.
No.
Third tentacle, also
It's
for
rolling
Cora.
as bad as you.
Right.
22 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
All right, you are
Just kidding, I take it
grappled
back.
and restrained. And for the fourth
I've
tentacle,
got my phylactery of free action. Does that?
this is not a magical.
Oh,
Effect.
right.
The fourth one is for. I wanted to get Nova and Junko. Well, it's going to go for Junko, who
Why
heard
don't you
it.
roll better and maybe you could?
10 does not hit
do you
Junko.
mean?
Okay,
I heard it a little bit.
a little. It's true, but she shot it in the eyeball while
Oh,
maintaining
that's
eye
true.
contact. So,
Okay.
Okay,
She's
that's the
badass
4
like that.
tentacles, and then it continues its turn by using Reel, which pulls all grappled creatures 25 feet straight toward it.
I mean, I'm right here.
Medora, E3. Oops,
I moved. Oh,
thank you.
Oh, we're going.
So it
in.
pulls
I
all
moved myself
3 of
and it
you
went back.
right up, like it's dragging you under this shelf, or it's trying to, and then it's going to attack one of you with a bite.
Can I ask, are we restrained just around the top half, or is it legs as well?
It kind of entirely. It's just got you complete. Like think Kraken tentacle. It's got you well.
I was just wondering
No.
whether I, knock
You
the
have
tables
access to your
towards
hands.
it,
Uh,
because I technically just went through a table.
well, that was the table that had been knocked.
Okay,
over
that's already
all
gone.
the-
Cool.
Yeah, I
I'm
already
just checking. I'm not going to make things
Thunder
worse.
wave that shit out of the way.
Tell you what, though, I will allow. Make a sleight of hand check. Maybe you can grab some just random chemicals as it's dragging you through the wreckage. Maybe you can grab something that could help you. Okay.
16.
So you have some miscellaneous magical ingredients that maybe could help you on your turn. It is unfortunately targeting you with a bite attack, though. It has advantage. Good thing, because that was a natural 1. That's a natural 2. Interesting. Okay, that's a 9. Miraculously, it tries to, like, it opens, and you see that this chunk of flesh has a giant maw with, like, 6-inch long, razor sharp teeth. And it tries to pull you into its mouth, and you kind of have a "Ah!" moment. And one of the things that you grabbed happened to be like a big steel mixing rod, and you like jam it into its mouth, and it does. There's no room for you, and it's just, and it bites through it, but it bites through it instead of you. But you, all 3 of you, remain held taut. That's it for its multi-attack. So, E3, it is your turn.
Rah!
I knew it was coming. Oh,
Yes.
it's a new one.
Grow your
Oh.
own tentacles.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Why every time I press the button, it's that face?
Your
He
features,
puts these on the chart too.
Your features turn green,
Hulking
and you
out.
adopt the look of an anthropomorphic frog. While your rage lasts, you can triple your jump distances. As a bonus action, you may attack with your tongue. It is 4 plus your proficiency bonus to hit, has a 15-foot reach. This deals no damage, but a creature hit by it is grappled. As a bonus action, you may attempt to reel a grappled creature in. They must make a strength saving throw or be pulled 5 feet closer to you, plus 5 feet for every 5 by which they fail to save.
Okay.
It's 3 frog hands.
So you're grappled, but
It's
your
come
tongue
full
can
circle.
grapple?
Grapple the grapple.
Do I still
Uno
have
reverse.
Do I still have access to weapons and things, or am I just a
Yeah,
frog?
yeah. Anthropomorphic.
Okay,
So that means like a human shaped
Yeah.
frog, like a Disney frog.
I'm I am unprepared for this. That's a bonus action. We'll save it for later. He's gonna try and no, he will attack. A3 is going to flame tongue, but it's not lit. Recklessly attack with those 2.
If you've ever
What?
played Chrono Trigger, there's a character in that who's just straight up E3 right now. Just a frog knight.
So
Oh,
I will
Shay.
attack it with 25 to hit, but this
You
doesn't
do have
the fire damage.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
that's countered.
I
Yup.
was reckless.
So yeah, regular
So-
roll, 25 hits right on the money with its cover.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, is that with rage? Yeah. So 10 slashing rage damage stuffs, and then
Ow.
I'll go again. I doubt if I'll
Well,
hit
that didn't
twice.
include the fire damage.
No, I haven't lit it. Oh, the second one's a natural 20. It's a shame it's not
Oh
lit.
boy. Here we go. Okay.
It's not lit.
Heck
so
yeah.
It's
You're not
lit.
trapped in here with it. It's trapped in here
Yeah.
with you.
So there's only 13 damage for the crit, but that's 23.
Christ. All right. So yeah, you start hacking right into it, cleaving into its gray mottled flesh, and it lets out this horrible, piercing scream. And you can see that its eye is bloodshot, blood still pouring from the open hole shot into it. Okay, is that it for your turn? Remember that, by the way, you guys can use inspiration to take another action.
Oh, I haven't.
You
had
guys have been
inspiration
complaining that
for
you
a
keep
long
getting
time.
awarded inspiration, but nobody's using it.
Nope, I don't have it. But
Okay.
You can?
we'll bear in mind, yeah,
Mhm.
you can just do. I'll have another action, please. I did it to save you from rats. That was my last use. So, you know.
All
well
right.
spent.
That's very nice.
Well, you and
Junko.
Cora, I think it was.
It has cover from me,
Mm-hmm.
and I assume
25
because
to
it's
hit.
is it because of the tables right between us?
No, it's because it's lodged under a shelf.
I thought so that too, but I was just making sure that wasn't a factor.
No, most of those tables have been knocked over. Their ingredients are just all over the floor.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm still gonna shoot it. Actually, I'm gonna go up and whack it. I can hit it from here.
Yes, but it will still have cover.
I have to be where you know what? It doesn't matter.
Even there's no way to avoid it having cover. It's
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
lodged under a shelf. I mean,
How big is the shelf?
almost up to the ceiling.
There's a lot of stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm not that strong. I am going to attack with the Wakizashi and the Kama.
Oh, okay.
19 to hit.
19 will not hit thanks to cover.
Okay, and then the Kama. 21.
Will not hit thanks to the cover.
That covers
21,
much.
doesn't it?
Yeah, I know, right? 25 just hit.
At
Oh,
level 6,
God.
that's brutal.
Mm-hmm. This is a really annoying fight.
Okay, I should have used my bow. That's fine. This is fine.
No, like you run across the floor, which is covered in all this arcane divine bullshit. You sort of slide and like you're trying to stab under there, and there's just tentacles lashing back out, like snapping your weapons away from it, pushing at you. Like every time you try to get in there, it's just reacting too aggressively.
Okay. Well, I guess in that turn I will try and draw its attention towards me.
Oh, you have its attention. Don't you worry, as you'll soon see. Medora.
Does it still have its mouth open from either shrieking at E3 or growling at Junko?
It's opening and closing. It still intends to stuff you into its mouth, so.
Can I, with my free hands, grab 2 random stuffs?
You've actually already got 2 stuffs.
Cool.
Yeah, so totally.
Can I just shove them in its mouth?
Yeah. So actually,
I don't know what they are, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I shove both of them in its mouth, and
I'm gonna
like,
say it has to make a con save in this case.
I don't know what I'm mixing. I'm not an
Neither do
alchemist.
I. I'm about to find out. This is gonna be.
It's either going to blow up, or do nothing, or just make it really happy.
Please don't wild surge.
So it begins to swell up like a balloon.
Does it break the shelf?
Yes, it
Oh,
gains a
God.
size category, pushing you
Oh.
guys.
God.
Hey, it's AC,
But the
AC
shelf-
should be lower.
Kind of crumbles around it, like it bursts. It's actually going to take some damage too, because it was too big to be under there already. Ooh, ouch. I rolled high too. 10, 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Watch that be the
Smart.
I'm
killing
hoping
factor.
more things just fall off the shelf on it.
They
And
certainly
hit it.
do.
Yeah.
They certainly do.
This is a mad place to have a fight.
Causing mushrooms and fungus and mold to burst out of that carpet on the floor, all around it. This is treated as difficult terrain now. Everywhere where you see carpet
I
is
mean,
difficult terrain.
I can't move. That's fine.
Yep, that's
Oh
fair.
no, I can't move.
It doesn't
even
matter if you're
less.
grappled.
It's stronger now, but it no longer has cover.
Well, that's good at least.
So Medora, I'll leave it to your discretion if that's a net gain or a net loss.
I think that's a gain.
Nova,
I can hit it now.
and it's just now like roaring and rising up to its full. Like you can see that it looks like a stalagmite with,
Side flappers.
Nova.
I would like kind of stumble back a step just out of like, oh my god, this thing is huge now. And then I'll extend my hand and cast poison spray, which is a
Okay.
con save, which I have a feeling it's pretty good at.
Just so you guys know, by the way, those tentacles are each 50 feet long. 12 is the con save.
Oh, that's a fail. That's a
Oh,
that's,
is
a,
it?
that's a fail.
Nice.
Well, shit.
Well, shit, that actually worked. Okay, 2d12 poison damage. That's 20 poison damage. Wow.
Ooh, and it actually takes the full damage.
Ah,
Nice.
that's so nice.
You
I think that's
blast
the first time I've successfully used that spell.
noxious gas right in its face, and you can see like its body is beginning to smoke. Its flesh is sort of burning, sizzling. Is that it for your turn?
Eat. Everyone looks all right. So yeah, I'm good. That's my turn.
Cora.
I didn't mark off the
I'm gonna try beating
Oh,
it.
I just realized you're under it. You would have
Also
been pushed
that.
5 feet away.
Oh, okay. I'm still grappled though, right?
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
So you have
So-
disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Okay. I should have had that last time too.
Oh, I was gonna step
No,
back.
you weren't
Oh no,
grappled
I
last
wasn't.
time. I mean, with the 50-foot tentacles, you ain't out of range. There is no out of range, but
23.
Yeah.
23 is going to hit.
Thank
I
goodness.
plus 3 to damage as well from the special staff, the butter staff.
Yeah, okay. So your
Okay.
staff is glowing with holy fire as it strikes this thing for 10 points of damage.
23
Uh,
at disadvantage. That's
here
big
comes-
brain.
Oh, I didn't roll with disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh no,
oops.
I didn't. No, I didn't say anything.
Too late.
My bad.
I didn't say anything.
19 to hit.
With its increase in size and loss of cover,
It hits.
it is effectively suffering a minus 10 to its armor class. That hits.
Holy
Oh.
sh!
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's all good. So here's the
Nice.
second.
10?
attack.
5 for cover, and its increase in size gave it a minus 5. penalty.
11.
11 is not going to hit.
Okay. Seeing this, how this isn't as effective as she'd like, she puts her hands out and says,
Ooh.
"Okay, I'll help me." And she's gonna do the thing.
Okay.
A poop?
She's gonna take a big poop. This Searing
Now you're
Arc
making a
Strike.
ranged attack while adjacent to it, so I believe
No,
you do
I'm
have
casting a
disadvantage.
spell. It's not a ranged attack.
Oh shit!
Burning.
It's a
It's burning hands, essentially.
and it's big enough that everybody else is in a safe range.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Wow.
So
make a
dexterity
dex save.
saving throw.
I'm gonna actually use 2 more key points. So a total of 4 key points. And what that does, it lets me cast it at a higher spell level.
Okay. Well, I
And that
rolled an
just-
8 for my dex save.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So that just adds another d6. Is that how that would work? If it's a d6, it's 3d6 normally.
Then yeah, I think it adds a d6 per spell level.
Okay, so that's the initial. And plus this.
21 points of fire damage.
Yes.
Okay. As you ready your hands, like getting pulling this power in, there's a high-pitched whine that's growing in intensity, like a turbine turning on and firing up its power. And then when you finally blast out your hands, the flames are so hot that they are more light than flame. Looking directly at them would probably hurt your eyes. The room is illuminated in such luminosity that it's like a flashbang. No one can see anything. And as the flames dissipate, there is nothing left.
Oh, yeah.
The
Our chaos
ashes
wholly
burn
lit.
away to nothing. It is just completely gone. And there's just little bits of tentacles still wrapped around like the rest of you, but it's disconnected.
Does anyone know what that thing was?
Are you okay, Medora?
I would like to make a check.
I'm just gonna realize suddenly that all my weapons, like, I'm just gonna
They're
like
floppy.
draw the long sword that Aether gave me, and it's just gonna like.
Is that even the magical ones?
Yep.
That was a +2 longsword.
Oh,
That's
that
tragic.
sucks.
It's still a
Is it like
+2
that
longsword. It's just a
permanently?
+2 rubber longsword.
Dog.
What check to identify that, please?
Arcana.
Ah,
Arcana. Oh, weh.
I want to do that too.
13.
Or try my best.
13.
Natural one.
Natural 1. So Nova, this has to be some kind of alchemical creation. That's all you can imagine. Like, this is wizardry gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Junko, you, while might be tempted to think the same thing, you do know this as a horror from the underworld, a creature of the dark known as a roper. And they are malevolently intelligent, lurking in the dark, waiting for things to come by where they will grab them. What the hell is it doing here? No, now that's a good question. It shouldn't have been here. Given that it was lodged under the shelf, you suspect that it probably crawled in from some cavern somewhere and then got stuck and then went looking for
poor
a place
guy.
to hide where it could get food.
Is there any way that Medora can have a look around for like a counter potion combo to the rubber weapon situation?
What
I would
happened
say that'd be an Arcana check. Go ahead. Sorry.
What happened to the weapon?
Is Ithri still a frog? Or does that go
Oh
Ithri,
away?
what
no!
happened to you?
When your rage ends, the Frog Knight returns to his
I have to
charming
check this.
dwarfish form.
I have to check these things now because it's not
But you have to
guaranteed.
kiss him.
13. Unfortunately,
13.
you just don't know enough about the arcane arts. Like, this is wizard alchemist stuff.
She really wants to launch the rubber sword back at E3. Just, your sword's useless.
It's flaccid.
Like, she's just.
I mean,
Can I go
Fucking-
listen at this door and see if anyone heard us fighting?
rude.
Yeah.
I know
make
there
a
was like
perception
no
check.
one down this way, but I'm still worried.
Um,
Come on. 16.
16. Seems like all is still quiet.
Okay.
Medora doesn't trust this. She just wants to sort of look and check there was no kind of actual tunnel coming from here. She wants to check that it was already here, not crawled in from some secret location.
Sure. I guess investigation.
I'll go back to looking
Wait.
over here.
Question about that.
Mm-hmm.
If if this building was like summoned, would it just have been like potentially like in
You
the
can't-
way?
You
For the
can't
building?
summon things that are from your own plane. Not. I mean, I guess you
no,
could.
no. I meant like the building, like I guess constructed. I should say is the right word. Like it's not handmade; it's made with magic, and then the roper just kind of got stuck. Is that a possibility?
Given what you've seen, probably not. It seems like this
Okay.
building was not made through magic. Though,
Just making
on
sure.
that note, Medora, you find something bizarre. The wall, the entire north wall, is not the same construction as the rest of the room or even the rest of the temple.
If I knock on it, like, is it?
It's solid. It is absolutely solid.
And there's no. What makes it different?
Well, you rolled a 22, so you've got a lot of info on this, I would say. Looking at this wall was summoned. And this wall is extremely hard, like beyond adamantine. Like it is enchanted so that it bars teleportation, divination. It will bar any kind of pass wall or transmutation effect on it. That wall is virtually indestructible. This would take like the very highest level of arcane or divine magic to put it here. And the other walls of pretty much the rest of the temple aren't like this.
Medora would like to relay this to probably Nova because she's magic-y. She would be telling
look
everyone, but specifically you, just be like, that's your magic-ish.
E3, are you able to detect magic?
Yeah.
Can you?
I will do a magic. I've only got one of these, apparently. I'll do my last magic awareness.
Okay.
What do you want to know as I do this?
I mean, if it's got any auras, if it's got any, other than what Medora just said about teleportation and
the
whatnot,
whole
being able
is-
to.
Extremely powerful divine magic.
Is it the whole wall? Does it
It
stop?
is the
Okay.
entire wall, and in
Uh,
fact, it looks like it continues beyond the bounds of the room.
Could
Do
that
you
be
think
like a
that's to keep her in?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, if she can't get out, then
I thought they
Uh.
sealed her behind. I thought it was those doors we came across.
I
You
would
know, the
say,
ones where you had to
E3.
make a wisdom save.
Based on what you're seeing and that you have seen those doors, this looks like about the exact same level of enchantment. Likely it was the same person who enchanted those doors that enchanted this wall.
There you go.
That was like Mordenkainen or someone, right? Like somebody sealed it. Some wizard or whatever sealed the temple.
It's beyond me.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Could I
Cora,
check?
yeah, you were moving over to this alcove.
Yeah.
You find that it's a 10-foot square sort of sub room. It has a long table
That
heaped
sucks.
with many lengths of plain linen. There's
The
a
laundry
magical
room?
circle.
Oh, this?
There's a magical circle. There's a magical circle drawn around the table on the floor. On the shelves, you find many body parts and different organs belonging to what you can only assume are monsters, each preserved in some solution in a jar or tank.
Oh no,
Yeah?
people hands. Just
Here
monsters.
are also scalpels knives, saws, needles, and thread. Several books and scrolls lie on one of the shelves.
Can I do like an Arcana check?
To
Figure out what the fuck this is? The magic circle specifically?
Yeah, you could.
I could, but you won't succeed. At 4.
4. You're not sure what to make of that.
I'll just grab the
So-
scrolls and books then.
Okay. It is clear that there's something under the linen on the table as well.
Oh, well, look, of course. That's fine.
Just gonna pull the
Yeah, this
thing
isn't
off.
Resident Evil. Well, yeah.
Well, it's funny you mention Resident Evil because
Oh,
what
no,
you
it's
see
Resident
beneath
Evil.
the linen is a humanoid shaped thing, but with the head of an ogre as well as most of the torso. It has the forelimbs of a gargoyle as well as a bear. Its legs are those of a hairy bugbear. It's still seemingly dead. You can still see like seams and stitching in the body though.
Hello? I'll like push its shoulder a little just to make sure.
Nothing. Doesn't react.
Okay.
It seems like it may be dead
I'll just cover
or was
this
just
back-
never brought to life.
cover this back up, and then I'll go back out here. Yep. That's fine.
Okay.
Guys, there's a weird body. Many bodies. There's really weird bodies.
And you said you were grabbing the books and the bundles of scrolls?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Dracon would have loved that shit.
And I should note, E3, there would have been magic coming from these cubbies as well.
I will share that info. Any particular types of magic, or is it just like?
Oh, all different schools. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, we can take. Are they? Is it just?
Actually, only the
What-
southern cubby had them. The north. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, what are the magic things? What are they?
Yeah, I mean, I can't. it
Like,
only
what
lasts 6
items are they?
seconds, But would I have had time to
Uh,
pinpoint it, or is it more like everything is?
Where
To
were
some
you
degree.
when you cast it? Let me see.
If not, I can spend.
You'd have seen it coming from the scrolls.
You mean the stuff I grabbed?
The ones that she
Mhm.
just picked up.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I just threw that in my stuff to go through later. Do you want me to have a number for the room so you can look it up later easily, or no?
I don't think that's necessary. When you guys, if you want, you can identify the scrolls right now.
Oh, okay. I will.
In fact, I would say all but one of them are magic, while the one that is not magic, E3, you would see, has something magic drawn on it.
I was just walking off. What do you mean?
What
Something
do you
magic
mean?
drawn on it? Like a ring?
I don't know. You didn't get a good enough view to really see more than that. It just looked a
Well,
little different.
I can.
like not
I
the whole
can-
scroll.
If you give
Okay.
me 10 minutes,
I-
I can
I will
cast detect magic.
tell people not to touch the one that wasn't a magic, like an obvious magic scroll.
I already touched it. Sorry.
As in, don't open it, don't read it.
Oh.
Just leave it. To
I
the
mean,
s-
I already opened it to show you that weird thing, but I'll
Oh.
shut it.
Okay, so when she opened it, it didn't do anything. It's not like a. I'm thinking like a glyph of warding or something.
Well, that depends. You guys didn't really sit and read it.
It didn't react to her. Just
No.
okay, cool.
Of course
fair enough.
not.
Would you say? Of course not. If it's not had a good
so-
experience with books.
Okay.
Looking at these things that Cora found, the books look to deal with various anatomy of creatures. And there's like theories of magical construct creation. There's a treatise on the original flesh golem, some medical works of the creature anatomy books. Sure enough, you find grizzly bear, ogre, bugbear, squirrel.
What,
And
for
the
the little
scrolls?
grabby hands?
And gargoyle. Sorry, and gargoyle.
Any
Um,
scrolls?
Out of the scrolls, there are 2 tied bundles. The first bundle holds spells which include Charm Monster, Fly, Magic Mouth, and Polymorph. The second bundle contains that one that E3 said don't touch, as well as Animate Dead, Greater Restoration, and Raise Dead.
Okay.
Hey, we can replace our raised dead
I'm
scroll.
gonna give everybody those Everybody those scrolls.
If you
except
want
for
me to
the-
read the
bad one.
weird one, I can take 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic.
No, we can't. Don't we still need to keep your freedom of movement spell? We don't have much time left, right?
I think that works.
I
That's
thought it lasts for an
gotta-
hour.
Yeah, but we were in here for half an hour. We spent a
okay.
while walking through the temple. Like it's.
I
about
thought it
done.
was still active.
No.
And just
I
to get
can't
it out of the way,
use
Cora, when you
any
were
of
looking in the
these.
northern alcove,
Oh yeah.
you could see that it was just a 10-foot square room with tripods, quadrupods, lamps, plumb lines, dividers, candles of different sizes, shapes, colors, chalk of all sorts, paint, some metal
More chalk
devices
for
like
Medora.
little distillers, melting pots, etc.
Okay. I found this dog in there too.
You might be able to watch out.
Oh jeez.
Do you want me to cast Detect Magic? It's just I
Poor
have to spend 10
Boomy.
minutes on it as a ritual
Fine with
instead.
that.
Okay. I'll take the weird scroll. Can you list out those spell scrolls as well so that we
Mhm.
can figure out whom's to give them to?
Actually, I can just put that in the chat. How about that?
Perfect. Magic Mouth, I think that's a bard spell. Okay, I'll cast Detect Magic on this with the ritual, so it takes 10 minutes.
It detects as magic. You're getting
What's
some
cool?
abjuration and conjuration.
So some kind of I don't know what the schools are. Some summon?
What is it?
Could be to conjure something. I don't know.
Wait, you don't know? I thought you were casting Detect Magic.
I did. That's all I know.
Oh.
Saint
Conjuration
Pathfinder.
and abjuration.
Well, I'll if you don't mind, can I hang on to that one
Why?
until we figure out what it is? So I can just have a scroll, I guess. Because I can't use any of the others.
Yeah.
Yay! Printed my stuff. What kind of abjuration and what?
Conjuration.
Conjuration.
Yeah, I get that.
Sure, that's fine.
It'll summon something to protect you.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it could do a lot.
Is abjuration like a warding? Like it wards things in case people, you
Mhm.
know, open something and it alerts a person?
Yeah, that's what I'm that's what I'm worried about. Is that if
Oh,
you like
you think
take the
that-
time to read it.
Or
I
you
Maybe I
it'll do
opened it
something.
and it alerted somebody I read it.
Should we move then?
Well,
I mean, you haven't read it yet, though.
That's true.
That's just the magic that you sense coming from it.
Oh yeah, I keep that folded up and I put that away.
Can I write on one of the overturned tables with some chalk and just write "Sorry about the mess, Romag"?
like from Romag.
Just sorry about the mess,
Love
Romag.
Romag. Yeah, you can do that.
Love
Like-
Romag.
Like no one knows he's missing yet, right? So if they come here and they see this, at least we'll be like, "Oh, it
I
was
totally
Romag."
believe that because he
It's
would totally
totally
write
Romag.
that.
Been chalk
or
on the
just
bottom
like-
of the table for some reason.
Just, just like, or I just draw like the earth elemental symbol like badly, so it has virtually no effect. But
Why'd he come in here, destroy the room, and graffiti the table?
I'm just
well, I'll
blaming
take
him.
a tentacle and I'll leave it by it,
Okay.
like one of
Sure.
the leftover ones set on somebody, and it's like,
the ash is all burnt.
no, there was some around people. It didn't all get crispy.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
Did you
Yeah.
want to keep some of it?
I put it by the symbol, just be like, yeah, there was an incident. I took care
Nova,
of it.
do you want to hang on to most of these scrolls?
I was gonna give Medora Raised Dead because she can cast that better than I can, and
Well,
Magic Mouth
not much
and
better, but sure.
Polymorph. So I believe Polymorph and Magic Mouth are both.
What do you have
bard
to do to use the
spells.
scrolls? again?
Polymorph is a druid spell too.
Just
Is
make
it?
I
Do you
used
just
it
have
on
to
mine.
make a check to use the scrolls, or what?
Arcana.
Arcana, yeah. If it's not on your spell list. Which, yeah.
Not on mine.
But Magic Mouth, I know that's a bard one, right?
Charm Monster, I'm sure is.
I want that.
Oh. Who's taking Animate Dead?
Me.
Hmm. 'Kay.
Is Greater Restoration a bard spell?
Google knows.
Someone let me know.
Bard or Druid?
Oh, okay. Do you want it or you want me to have it?
I mean, you guys picked up the scrolls if you're just handing me spare ones that you don't, but...
Okay,
you-
then take Magic Mouth, Polymorph, and Raise Dead. I'll take the other ones. And if we end up switching them around, we switch them around. Let's go.
Back to that other. This way. Right?
Which way?
This way.
The other hallway?
That way just went
The-
to the.
I thought there was another.
Oh, was there something past the secret door?
I thought so.
I don't remember.
Let's go, guys.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Walls.
Well, there was.
Charge.
Oh, I don't think I have that.
Um,
Never mind.
What level scrolls are they?
Whatever the spell level is.
Yep.
So
Okay.
you'll have to look up what level Magic Mouth, Polymorph, and Raise
I-
Dead. I think Raise
I-
Dead is a
I-
5th level spell. So if
I
that
believe
helps.
that is
Wait
correct.
Here.
And then I just rename them to say like a scroll of whatever, because that makes
Yeah.
it easiest in the inventory, honestly.
Customize.
If you guys are continuing along that western hall, you see that
Yes.
it does lead to an intersection.
We've been here before.
But we didn't
Yes,
go.
we have.
Ithri is
this
going
way.
to listen.
Yeah, we
Make your
entered
perception
the
check.
hidden door, like here or something. I don't know.
I hear 14 things.
Okay, name them.
14 whole things.
Mm.
Dang.
Oh.
Fire. You hear nothing.
Oh, just kidding. So let's go this way first, to the left.
I would be checking
No,
the
left.
ceiling
To the
from
left.
where
The-
Bruce is.
The hidden door
Right.
was somewhere here, wasn't it?
I thought it was
Yeah,
up
it's
here.
to the south.
Oh. I don't remember this place.
Ithri's
all-
basically
this
stood in
one.
front of it, I think.
Yeah, there's no sign of the hidden door now.
I'll creep this way. Come on, guys.
I'm marking intersections with arrows towards the exit still.
Okay. So you're going straight first?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, left.
That was straight.
My left.
Okay. This square room you see contains many exhibits of a grim sort, hung on the walls or displayed in glass cases. Here are heads of all sorts, a few skulls, withered and bony hands, flayed skins, banners of different types, several plain crowns for wear atop helm or helmet, holy symbols to good deities, surcoats, tabards bearing arms and shields with like decorations, and small items like rings, seals, sigils, you know. One case bears several maces and similar items, though these are obviously ceremonial and not meant for use as weapons. Cabinets in the center of the room are smashed and broken. Many bones litter the floor.
Would I still have Detect Magic up? That lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah. I
Can
suppose you
look
would.
around?
Give me a sec. Yes, of course you can, but
Oh, blind.
You're blinded.
I'm looking. Nothing in here indicates magic, except for the north wall.
Oh,
Which-
and it looks the same as.
It does, yeah. Extremely powerful magic.
I'll just say that. I'll say that the wall looks the same as it did in the other room. That's scary.
It's a lot of high level stuff going on.
Well, someone had to seal away a demon clean. I imagine
guess
it takes a lot
let's
of
not-
magic.
Mess around in this room too much.
Yeah, we can go back. Do we go up this
Go up.
way?
Now we go up.
Up.
Ow! Ithri, you stepped on my foot.
Just noting, those crowns look to be gold.
Shut up. We don't need that.
And there's some
Medora goes
gems.
straight.
There are
Medora's
some
like,
gems set into some of those ceremonial maces.
Cora doesn't give a shit.
I mean, if they didn't ping as magic, I don't really feel like carrying around more stuff. We already have so much
Sweet.
stuff.
Do I
Let
see
us-
Medora do a double take? As I
Medora,
go
one of
by?
those maces looks like it might be worth more than 12,000 gold.
I mean, girl, take it.
I mean, that's a lot of. It's a lot of
But-
gold.
Medora's
There
going,
needs to be a mid-level merchant in this.
The
Like you reach the halfway point and there's a merchant.
could you just clarify
weapons
for me?
are right over here.
Could you? Oh, yeah, but
Check
this
the traps
feels like a
first.
trap. This feels
What?
like a DM just being like, "Hey, come over
What?
here. Come over here. Can I ask Junko to help me check for traps?" I think she's still kind of here.
Yes,
I
I
don't
can
trust
help you.
this at all, but
Wait,
the
all right.
shinies.
Junko, you go ahead and make perception. I'll tell the
Dude.
rest of you what you see in that north room in the meantime.
I can
I will
literally
try
see
and
Medora
help.
sweating for this item.
Medora's just like,
Investigation, can you at least help me?
No, perception.
Oh,
I want to
perception?
help. I want to help because
So perception with advantage. Now, meanwhile, over in the northern room, you guys see a few remaining containers and bales indicating that this place was once a place where mundane items were probably stored. It now contains a number of gnawed bones, torn garments, broken weapons, which have been tossed into a pile. Someone or something has purposely used this place as a grisly repository for unwanted remains of meals.
Ew.
I wonder if like a roper could do that.
guys get
While
on
I
the
still have
perception?
detect magic,
go
does
ahead.
that wall look magic as well? The north one?
Yes, only in the room
So
though.
it's yeah. So it's just that whole
So
thing.
there's like a line.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah.
I got an 18.
I have a very miscellaneous question that I'm asking for no particular reason.
Is it roll initiative?
Do you want to spend a chat's blessing?
I think I do. This is kind of scary.
That's a bit ominous.
I do.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Nah.
19?
How bad can it be?
Pretty bad.
19, huh? So you notice something kind of odd. Like you've been staring at this part of the ceiling for like almost a full minute, just looking at it. Medora, it's off-putting. Like you can see Junko's wheels turning, like she's trying to figure out what she's looking at. There's something wrong about the ceiling, and you can't put your finger on it at all.
That's it.
That's it with a 19, unless you want to spend another chat's blessing.
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
To clarify, do you mean like the whole ceiling?
No.
Just okay. Just one portion.
Which
Gonna-
which above where?
The weapons.
I'm
I just-
gonna like. Can you give a square just like
Are they here?
Yeah.
just there?
It's
Just that area.
like hang on. No. There we go. Like about here.
Okay, I'm gonna knock an arrow and shoot up at it and see what happens.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
If this goes bad, it's your fault.
Medora's just gonna back it up a little bit.
21 to hit.
Make another attack roll.
Oh, that's an 8.
Mm-hmm. Your arrow just kind of clacks off the ceiling.
That doesn't make any sense.
Why would I make a second attack roll?
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
He might just
to
be
me.
messing with you.
Watch out, you might kill your brother again.
I mean, in fairness, it wasn't
wasn't
her
That
the
was
first
you
did
the
it.
first time.
time.
We do everything as a group. I just want you all to know that you share the blame in this.
I am going to try one.
I'm going to drink some rum.
That rum?
That rum.
Okay. All
But
right.
I'm still gonna lose another arrow for this. I'm curious.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. 13.
No, go ahead and roll one more time for me.
Oh
Why do you have
gosh.
to roll twice?
Oh no, Pugwumpies!
How lucky. As you fire the arrow this time, the ceiling unfolds like some chameleon manta ray was clinging to it and suddenly launches itself down at you, Junko. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You just got inspiration, by the way. Or whoever was active.
Oh, shit.
23.
Nice.
23. Okay. You back off. Medora, make a dexterity saving throw. As this injured manta ray thing swoops down. Junko, you get the fuck out of the way as the whole thing wraps itself tightly around Medora's head. Medora,
I
you
like
are
hugs
grappled.
today.
You are grappled. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are restrained, blinded, and cannot breathe or speak as it begins to cut off your airflow, wrapped entirely around your throat and head and face. And that's where we're going to end for today.
The shinies.
Classic first edition monster, by the way. It's called a trapper.
Yeah.
You know, I had a feel. You know what?
I'll
I'm
vote
just
for a
happy it's not an
trapper.
ooze. I'm just happy it's not an ooze.
You think you're happy. We have inspiration. I believe Ashlow doesn't have any. I believe it came up earlier. So Ashlow, you have inspiration.
Oh, I thought it was while those
It
two
came
were
up
doing their
when
thing.
they were doing their
Aren't-
thing, yeah.
Aren't they? Don't you both already have inspiration? Oh, you
I
don't.
have.
You do.
I think I have.
Ava, you
Did-
have inspiration?
Oh,
No?
okay. Well, then it goes to Ava.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I thought you both already had it. That's why I was going to give
Are
it to
you
Ethan.
kidding? She doesn't hang on to her inspiration.
Good. You
Okay.
shouldn't use that shit.
Yeah, wastes it. She wastes it. You making taffy.
Excuse me, don't call me
Oh,
out.
I
no, that's
mean,
you.
she succeeded in making
Yeah.
taffy,
She
so
did.
was it
That's
really
fair.
wasted?
I
I mean-
mean,
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough. It wasn't wasted. Ithri doesn't have that taffy anymore either. Sad times.
I suppose I should probably- Oops. No.
What?
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Cool.
move the little guy here, like a little bit of. Just
Gotta do that right now.
Right there. There we go. Yeah. Well, how else are we gonna know that Medora is currently
Having a hug.
suffocating, having a very tight face hug?
Sure.
The horrible thing is their face is on the underside, so like it's just making eye contact with you on the inside while you are slowly
That's
suffocating.
fine. She hasn't got dark vision. She can't see it.
That's true. You know, that's
I have
true.
my necklace on, so I'm
But-
like, that's probably covered. So like,
These-
I would have seen it up to there and then nothing.
These creepy fuckers, like they watch the light go out, you know.
Right, literally.
That is pretty
Yeah.
creepy. Cool. Well,
So you guys dealing with lots of aberrations. Love that
I
for
probably should have. I probably should have failed the deck save because I cannot be restrained.
you. But you
What's
can
your-
be suffocated.
What's your
I
item?
can. I have a ring.
Oh.
That I believe that only protects you against magic that restrains you.
Yeah, mine
Well,
is.
does it?
I mean,
So-
Does it?
Yeah, but
yeah, that's
hold tight.
Inventory.
I have to go, guys.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us, watching, enjoying the show. Stay tuned
Oh,
next
yeah,
week.
magic.
We're starting to get into the fun, juicy bits of the temple now.
Yeah.
And we can see how Medora gets out of this and if she gets rewarded with a 12,000 gold mace afterwards.
that's not what I want.
I
No?
think it is what you want.
you don't want to
No.
get out of this. Right.
I wanted the crown.
Let's say
Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you
next
goodbye.
week.